Can you guys hear me? Joe was on. Now he's. I don't know where he is right now, but so we'll wait for him to get on. But can you guys hear me? Y'all hear me? And where's Joe? Okay, I'm just gonna increase my. Oh, we have 14 people right off the bat. All right. Where's my face? Let me 1 second. I'm just raising my desk. Go to this Skype. Okay, there's me. Just raising my desk. Can you guys hear me and see me, etc.? And Joe was on earlier. I don't know where he is. We tested the mic. Everything was good, and now he's gone. All right, I'll ring him again. Okay, so calling Joe. I'll move this over. Okay, I'll slide this like this. All right. Can you guys, yeah, so, yeah, audio's good? Is audio too loud or good? Oh, evening all, 9/11 revisionist, let's go. Yeah, that was quite the, quote debate you had with that, that actual clown, Blue Bacon. All right, okay, my mic is freezing up. Okay, we have a lot of stuff open. Okay, okay, we have a lot of people in the chat, 16 already, and I don't know where Joe is, but I'll do some housekeeping until he arrives. In the thing, I just sent him some messages saying, "Well, I'm going live right now. Where are you?" All right. So we, if you can get in contact with Joe, just tell him, hurry up. Okay. Let's see some stuff here. Okay, Jeremy, I was right off the bat for a while, but I'm back on it. All right. Atelia RSA, yes sir. Let's go. All right. I'm on the bat. Okay, there's Joe. Joe's, oh no, he's unavailable. Okay, so we don't know where Joe is. So what I'll do in the meantime is do some housekeeping as always. I will, here's a link to the links as always, guys. I'll put it everywhere. I have, let's check if the Rumble and Telegram are working fine. I mean Rumble and Odyssey. Let's just test these out. And let's refresh and just make sure everything's working. And hopefully Joe shows up unless some Ashton Forbes showed up at his place. With some men in black. It's good. And now he's gone. Like the Diddy investigators that just go and show up if you're talking about Diddy. All right, so that's it's working fine. Let's see if the Odyssey is working fine. Okay, let's see. As always, guys. Okay, it's working fine. Audio is pretty good. Okay, so hello, love from Bangladesh. Okay, we have Kasha Fadasora Hurdoi. All right. So for those that are just joining, okay, we had 22 people. Joe was on it earlier. Okay, M21 original. Let's go. We got hey MES. Let's go. Okay, we got hello to you too as well. So anyways, so I'm ringing up Joe. He was on earlier. I'm using Skype Meet now, and then we tested out the audio. It's working fine, and now he disappeared. So Joe, where are you? I'm doing housekeeping. I'll ring it again. I'll ring him again. So there's Joe Lancaster. All right. Yep. I think he's from Brisbane, Australia. I think that's where he's at. And so again, there's a link to the links. I put it everywhere. And what's next in this thing? Yeah, I'll just do some quick housekeeping, and I'll message him right now again. I'll say, "Where are you?" All right. So in case he's gone, okay, I messaged Joe on X. Okay, I messaged him as well. So get on it, or at least say something. Ashton, the Richard Ford, interesting. Anyways, guys, be nice to Ashton. He's working overtime for his grift or for his CIA handlers or whatnot. He has it tougher than most. He has to live with with a complete lie, but it's so obvious. All right. Okay, so there's the link to the links. I'll scroll down to more stuff here. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down to more. So the next setup, as always, guys, there's MES links. You can go to MES links on Telegram and my page right here. I'll just open this up. So go to mes.fm/links, and you can see all my stuff. You can drop down and you click the MH370 stuff. So MH370 psyops, links to all of them, and so on, and other interesting links about Ashton Forbes, which I highly believe is a government agent. And interestingly, he has a classified information security clearance. So that's that's another that's another red flag. All right, so that's that. And what's next? And now, as always, guys, donate to the MES project and so on, and become a super fan, and become a member, and so on. Ashton Forbes has paid off Joe. Yeah, so I don't know what happened, guys. We'll see what happens. He was on earlier. We tested out his microphone. Everything's working fine, and now disappeared. So Ashton Forbes may have showed up to his place with his FBI handlers. All right, so 21 people. So we're just waiting for Joe, and so on. All right, so we were on earlier. There you go. Okay, so there's Joe, his X account. Okay, so there's that. And what else is there? Yeah, so MES Telegram, guys. Here's a link to my Telegram. I put everything in there first. We'll have some fun until he shows up, and so on. And yeah, so go to MES links. There's a on Telegram here. And also, someone sent me. Yeah, so I had Scriber sent me this saying that this is me. You know, so they say that they thought that CNN rescued me from Syria. So does this guy look like me? Let's play this video. I'll lower this audio a bit. So is this me? It looks like I was saved from Syria, guys. He's Aussies. They're laid back. Okay, so we'll see how it goes. But anyways, we'll play this video of CNN rescuing me from Syrian prison. Let's see this video. So this guy's literally me. Why are they saving me? And interesting, his nails are all cut up really nicely. That's pretty interesting. Alright. Anyway, so this guy does look like me. Anyways, so if this is a real prisoner, apologies for this video that was mocking you. But if it's the usual CNN, you gotta apologize to me. Alright. Ashton looks like serial killers. He's bald, you're shaven. Interesting. Yeah, that is true. But I also don't have much of it. Doesn't look like me. this video by CNN though. Okay, he was sniffing sarin gas again. Alright. What is CNN doing? Okay, and what else is there? Okay. Well, I have like so many things open. My thing is okay. So, anyways, guys. So while we're waiting for him, I might as well just go through some of the stuff. So we have okay. So random topics. Yeah. So next week I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a debunking live stream with that Blue Bacon guy, and so on. And January 11th, looking to do a live stream with Andrew Johnson, but early one, an hour and a half earlier on AI and artificial intelligence and so on. So that'll be pretty cool stuff. Okay, Attila RSA says, "Do look like you, no cap." Yeah, that guy does look like me. So anyway, so I just got out of a Syrian prison. Is Ashton in the house too? Oh, we're waiting for it. Okay, we got a comment in Odyssey saying, "Is Ashton in the house?" Well, maybe, possibly, but he might have gotten to Joe. So Joe was on earlier, and now he's gone. So I don't know what happened. So where's Joe? I'm messaging, "Where are you?" Maybe if I call him on. You probably just think that bearded, bald, light-skinned people all look the same. Well, he's also Middle Eastern, so I'm Middle East. And I just got escaped Syria. Actually, my cousin is born. Yeah, I have cousins in Syria as well. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to call him on Telegram. I mean on X. See, this works. We're gonna call on X, guys. We're doing live calling. How do I call on X? He called me earlier. How do I call? Okay, interesting. They had a call, but he called me on X somehow. So how do you call someone on X? Anybody know how to call someone on X? Call. All right. Hope he didn't teleport. Okay, so anyways, we've confirmed Ashton Forbes has teleported Joe. And now we are... yeah, so anyway, so you can see we came doing a sound check. So we did a sound check already. Everything worked fine. And now he's gone. Okay, guys, we got him teleported. Teleported another galaxy, guys. All right. And Ashton, I think Ashton got to him. All right, so while we're at it, let's continue on this right here. Okay, so the next setup is, yeah, so that's January 11th. And then next week's going to be pretty epic. Live stream is debunking that Blue Bacon clown, if you've seen my earlier videos. And anyways, guys, I'm going to go over the next setup is right here. And also, yeah, for troubleshooting, if there's any issues, audio, visual, anything, just let me know in the chat right away, and I'll update it, and so on. All right, so stream notes and links. So rotary motion questions. These are questions. I have questions from Dave and rotary motion. Okay, and these are a bunch of questions that they listed for, yeah, for Joe. And also, Big VFX account is watching. So he commented earlier in the chat when I uploaded it. He says right here, Big VFX channel, Baker's Tuts. And then he said, what's up, what's up, guys? Baker here. Oh, wow. Hi, Baker. I hope there's a lot of VFX talk. Oh, there will be. And he has 172,000 subscribers. We have a big VFX guy waiting. So if you're in the chat, hi, if you're watching. All right, guys. Yeah, so he got. Okay, so it's either I got or Joe got by Ashton. All right, so where's Ashton? Okay, guys. Joe, where's Joe? Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is, what's next on the doc? Okay, we'll go over the random notes first, and then we'll go over the because I made a bunch of links and so on and notes and to cover, because I talked to him for an hour already, and it's when I talked to him, it's very, very clear he made the videos. Like it's very hard to real time answer the detailed like questions, like frame by frame questions that I'm bringing up, and then he knows like by heart. So it's like, so Eve I says I got. No way I got. He was literally on earlier. All right, guys. Anybody can message him, call him. How do I call him? He called me. Unless you need a premium account. How do you call someone? Let's see if I can call. Let's see. How do you go on X? Okay, we got some. Okay, I hate these 40. I'll just do the following. I don't want this nonsense. Okay. Okay, so we got Governor Trudeau. Okay, so Trudeau's going to become the governor of the 51st state of Canada. That's pretty interesting. Let's go. Let's go, Governor Trudeau. Why is he sitting like that? Anyways, where is the... how do I call? How do I even do a calling someone? Okay, Timothy Someone's in the house, guys. Joe got by AHS. All right. Yeah, so Timmy Sullivan, yes, if you just showed up in the chat. For those just showing up in the chat, I just got out of CNN just rescued me from a Syrian prison. So there's me. So I was rescued from a Syrian prison. Yeah, and there's me. And I was just saved, guys. CNN saved me, and I'm back. So I flew all the way from Syria for this live stream with Joe, and now Joe is not here. And okay, all right. So, anyways, so that's me, guys. Let's continue further. Let's see what we can get out of it until he comes back in. Okay, supposedly there should be just a phone icon you can click inside your Twitter DMs with Joe. But this is X where we're talking about so things break all the time. All right. So supposedly there's supposed to be something. Well, you can go literally in it. All right. Timothy Someone says cover blown. Yeah. So I was literally from Syria. I got escaped, and I'm here for this call. Okay. There's nothing here. Maybe if I go to rotary motion, there should be a name or something. Maybe if I make it bigger. Okay. Okay. This Skype thing. I'm gonna move my face. Oh, my face is giant now. Okay, so I have Windows 11 now. It's a bit glitchy, but it's pretty good. I'll put this right here. I'll put this right here and see what happens. Okay, so this one, let's see if I make it bigger, nothing happens. So there's no call button. So he called me earlier from Telegram. From Twitter. Okay, so I can't even call anymore. So Ashton got to not just Joe, he also got literally to Elon Musk. So he's got the whole thing. Okay, Rotary Motion. Joe shared his live 30 minutes ago, so I guess he was coming on. Yeah, I literally talked to him in this same exact Skype meet thingy. We tested out the audio, and now he's gone. So let's go to Joe's thingy here. I think, yeah, Joe literally... so this is this. Oh, I'll retweet it as well. Okay, let's go to Joe. Yeah, he even shared this right here. Okay, if anyone wants to load on the stupid MH370 videos I made a decade ago, tune in, hit me up for questions also. All right. Okay, so we got... So that's literally him sharing it. Now he's gone. So anyways, so what is going on, guys? We are in... All right, guys. So now we have to figure out what we are doing. Let's go back here. All right, so Reddit bots out in full force, but okay, anyways, they're getting the last laugh now. Because I posted this on my own Reddit, Conspiracy MES, and then I shared it on here, on Airline Abduction 2014. That's where Ashton used to be posting there and so on. And a lot of MH370 truthers are over there. And show my face here. Okay. How do I show the face? Okay, Skype meet now. Yeah. Okay, I'll put the face back on and move this over. I'll move this so we can see my face until he shows up. We'll ring the group again. I'm gonna ring him again. So, anyways, I'm calling him again. So anyways, these guys all started laughing and downvoted me, and a nice meta grift. And then it says, this guy says, let's just get out of this way and debunk your video. If it's the same guy that's claiming it, he started by saying he could have made this. This is his Reddit account. Which guy is? That's not the same guy, I think. Deleted by user. Okay, no, it was this guy. Okay, yeah, this guy, equivalent Gur 3310. This is actually Joe's account. Christoph Heidel, Miley, what is going on? Yeah, so Joe is somehow gone. He was in the pre-stream. We checked the audio, and now he's gone. He also shared it on his X account. Now he's gone. So anyways, so I think Ashton got to him. Because Donald Trump won. Elon and Bart Sobrell emailed me back about contradiction, Newton's third law, and absolute vacuum of space, and having thus no thrust. No, there's thrust in there. You can literally make it a vacuum yourself. It's pretty easy. I think Bart Sobrell. I think something about Bart Sobrell. I think he's like a Richard Gage type character. Okay, guys, aliens got Joe. Guys, Joe teleported. Anyway, so while we're trying to figure out where Joe is, let's go read the critics at Reddit that they were mocking us. Mocking this whole debate here, but they might get the last laugh if Joe's not here. So let's see what else they said. It would be hilarious if he reveals the project files. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, so he said that he doesn't usually save his videos, and he has many hard drives, and he showed me a lot of hard drives. It didn't make sense. Like, why would you save a random video? And he possibly has some emails, but he doesn't want to reveal names. But anyways, but his the detailed he knows like frame by frame every single like how he made every part of the video, and it does check out. So I firmly believe he made it. But there's okay. Did I get a message somewhere? I think I got a message somehow. Yeah, this is my face. Okay, where do I see the chat? Chat. Okay, where's Joe? I got some sort of message. Might be here. No. Okay, so anyways, so we talked to him already. Where's? Okay, well, yeah. So where are you? I'm in the chat. We already checked his audio and everything's working fine. And I've talked to him for an hour, a month ago. And yeah, it checks out, but now it's. But he's also in Australia, so it's like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. right now. All right, and there's me. For those just joining the chat, I just got freed from Syria. CNN saved me, and that's me right there. And they saved me, and here's the music. Anyways, not even debunkers believe Joe. JK Philly fan. Not even debunkers. Well, Joe did check out, but now he's gone, so I don't know what's going on. So anyways, so it looks like I may have gotten got, but that's pretty good. Hey, Easy and Chatters. All right. So, all right, guys. So Ashton is winning this round. But the thing is, he did share it, so I don't know why he's not showing up. Like you cannot believe him or not, but it's like, where is he? And JK Philly fan. Oh no, I think that's a JK Philly fan. I think that's one of Ashton Forbes' handlers, or being handled by him. So, anyways, JK, how's Ashton? Did Ashton send his FBI goons to take Joe out, or his teleportation technology? Where's Joe? Like, it's just, this chat's gonna be like, unless he shows up, it's gonna be me saying where's Joe every 5 minutes. All right, guys, let's go continue back on this the Reddit one. So here's all the Reddit people on the airline abduction 2014. Let's see, they're getting a last laugh right now. So if you love lies, obfuscation, and narrative control, be sure to tune in. All right, so this guy's winning right now because where's Joe? Okay, if he doesn't have the source file, he can get effed. Okay, this guy's winning so far. Yeah, Joe doesn't have a source file. He said he writes over him, but it does make sense. It's like, again, it's just a random 10-year-old, obviously fake video. Or it's Kurt from Jimmy Dore Show. All right, it might be Kurt. Yeah, you're right. It is that Kurt guy. So going back here. This guy here, is that me or is that Kurt? We'll pause it. Yeah, this guy. We'll pause this. Okay, so yeah, well, it can't pause when it's like going for some reason. All right, so I'll go to Kurt Jimmy Dore Show. Yeah, I do know how that guy looks like. It does look. Oh, but he has hair though. Oh no, he doesn't have hair. Yeah, so it could be him too. But I think it looks more like me. Okay, it's teleported to New Jersey. All right. So JK Philly fan, he's a pro Ashton supporter, and he teleported Joe. All those people with confrontation videos, Luke, Rosiak, Sabrell, Alex Jones, the scenes come out of the same manual. Truth or credibility built on theater. Yeah, that is true. That is a good point. But also it does reveal though, well, that the astronaut guys are big clowns, and even the other guys. But even then, the confrontation ones, like you don't even need all that. It's like the what's that guy's name? The astronaut. The one that I think he punched Sabrell. So that guy's like a 33-degree Freemason. So I was like, what's a Freemason doing on the moon? Maybe Joe found the edge of the Earth and fell off. But how do you get past the ice wall? All right, so guys, so Joe went past the ice wall and teleported into Narnia. All right, so let's continue further. Okay, let's keep reading. So far, the Reddit guys are winning. So they wait 10 years until it becomes a topic of conversation. What a coincidence. Well, the thing is, if you just made it for a joke and it's going viral, obviously you're gonna wait when you're gonna actually comes to your attention when it's viral. If it's Joe, he has this guy definitely CGI. This guy says definitely CGI, no chivalry. If it's Joe, he hasn't provided anything to show, and he always dodges or ignores by asking for ignores asking for source files. No, he doesn't dodge, or he literally says he can't find them, or that he likely wrote over them. After he said he had them on a HDD in his place somewhere. He says he may have had it in there, or it's written over it. Because he works in visual effects, and it's like, when you're dealing with uncompressed files, they're literally like hundreds of gigs and so on. Like, I'm currently uploading, I just uploaded 3 terabytes to the cloud. It takes like a whole week. Just upload 3 terabytes. And like each of these uncompressed videos from like even 30 years ago, they're freaking giant. Like one video, like 5 minutes, you're doing like 20 gigs depending on the size. Yeah, it's like 1 hour, 22 gigs of this like old footage. And he's working with like HD stuff. So uncompressed, and he also said that the clouds in the uncompressed files, the clouds don't move at all. But then once you compress them, you have that little slight nudging, or like slight blurring effect where Ashton suddenly views as cloud movement. So, and he says, I get Joe's experience, appreciate his insight on certain aspects of video, but if this is him, he needs proof or go away. Well, yeah, he's gone away. So this guy's winning. Anyways, so the downvotes are winning, guys. Neil Armstrong, also a hermit by living seclusive life 40 years, both not being questioned by free press. Well, that is true. There's no free press. They're busy waiting for Trump's next tweet and then writing like entire articles and podcasts about it. Okay, and that's how the news is. Okay, so that's that. The next question, the next part is, while we're at it, so I'm gonna bring in one more time. Okay, so guys, where's Joe? It's just what is going on here? All right, so Joe is gone. All right, guys. So Joe said he was gonna be on there, and now he's gone. And unless Ashton showed up to his house. Okay. So I think Ashton probably took him out. Let's see Ashton, because Ashton does have a classified clearance. Yeah, I'm getting some. Oh, that's just my microphone. I mean my mouse. Okay. So the next setup is guys. Next setup is Joe's picture I used in the thumbnail. Here's this thumbnail right here. It's a pretty epic thumbnail. And that's the way the news goes. Okay, and so this is Joe's photo. I found it from his X account. So this one here, this was during the COVID when they were doing, I think, pre-lockdowns. Or they were saying that toilet paper is gonna be like you could only buy like one at a time or something. And this one, toilet paper is skyrocketed in price. So good times. I remember this gave birth to my second most baller picture ever. So there's Joe, and there's this chain with a $1 million toilet paper roll. So I used that in the thumbnail. It's pretty epic. Anyways, so next, for those who haven't been on my channel, if you just search MH370 or Ashton Forbes on my MES Telegram, MES Links Telegram, right here, you go to for those, so just go to MES Links or MES Links Chat. Okay, this is MES Links Telegram right here, and yeah, you can just click this link. I'm gonna go through some searches for those who are new on this. Just go to MES Links. I usually throw everything in there first, and then I upload later or fact check after. This is my like quick posting. stuff here. So if you go MH370, and then you can see I have, it doesn't show how many, why doesn't it show how many, but I literally have like 70 plus. I don't know why it's not showing there. Okay, I'll use this actually. Because I'm not using my, I'll use my actual Telegram app right here. So if I go here, yeah, so I have 122 posts about MH370, and you go see the first one. I posted the thing. Methyl miner's in the house. Okay, methyl miner. I heard you drank down a bunch of South African booze, and now he's a bit dizzy. All right. So this is the original post I made about here, the 2 videos, and so on. And so Joe had a lot of insights on how he made these. He's saying some of the footage, they use real footage mixed with fake, and then so on. So it was a big enterprise. And I don't know why this is making it giant. Just make it like this. Okay, make it like this. So until Joe comes. Okay, so there is the first video. We're going to go through the first fake video. Okay, there is, and again, this is a fake stereoscopic effect. This is just a YouTube artifact from 2014. You know, it's moving around, and the clouds aren't moving. And all this spinning around, all right, and this photo, this video, all right, there it is. Wait, it's almost there, almost. Oh, and it's gone. It's gone, guys. This is irrefutable. Where's Ashton Forbes? We need him. This cartoon somehow is proof of teleportation, and there's another one. This right here, and now here's the fake. Infrared one. Okay, so I think he said this. The first one was either real footage, the first, and then just photoshopped all these like weird spiral planes there. I mean spiral orbs. All right, guys. So Joe is in hiding or got teleported. So there it is. So Joe just went. Oh, sorry, I had this at 2.5 speed the whole time. Here's normal speed, and again now if you calculate the speed, it's actually going It's like half the stall speed. So anyways, so there's some weird orbs. Okay, Ashton was falsely promoting himself, saying he was going to the Joe Rogan podcast last year. Interesting. Third plane flies into a 2D asset. Yeah, a third plane. Maybe. Okay, I'll make this just double 2.5. Okay, so we got this going, and it turns into a giant blob. All right, so that's that. And again, you can see I have a million MH370 stuff. MH370, Ashton Forbes was actually on germ warfare. So he was on it, and then he deleted the post there, and then he deleted their interview with Ashton once they realized it's fake, or like once they. Oh, why is my mouse is like gone? Okay, guys, my mouse is gone. Hey guys, I need to unplug and plug my mouse back in. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my computer lately. I'm gonna have to, 1 second guys, I'll be back. And I can't use my mouse. So I'm gonna have to use this. Alright, I'll go like this. Where's Joe? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go and unplug my mouse and get it back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so my mouse, I unplugged it and plugged it back in. Alright, we're back in. What else is there? Anyways, okay, this MH370 stuff. Okay, 9/11 revisionist wants to talk about the blue bacon guy. Well, I think if you can get it next week, just because we have a whole bunch of non-MH370, I mean non-truthers here. I'll maybe give you a few minutes. Yeah. So, anyways, 9/11. I just sent a message. Maybe in a few minutes, just because we have a lot of non-9/11 truthers are possible. I guess again, the whole topic was MH370, but we'll see if we'll see how this goes, and otherwise, we'll have what's his name? 9/11 revisionist Norman show up and talk about his earlier debate with this absolute clown show. This guy here. This guy's also a government agent. Who also has a clearance, just like Ashton Forbes. Okay, we'll show some interesting stuff here. Yeah, dude had a bacon mustache. Oh, was it actually bacon? Okay, I'm gonna go to. We don't need this. I'm gonna close this right now. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go over this right here, and we'll go to clearance. Yeah. So right here. Ashton Forbes. So very interesting that both 9/11 disinfo agent Blue Bacon and MH370 disinfo agent Ashton Forbes have government security clearances for classified information. So you can literally go on here on Ashton's X account, and it's like, what are the odds? Is the question you got to bring up to yourself. It's like, these aren't just normal people; these have government clearance. All right. So this guy says this is something that everyone should watch. This is October 4th, 2023. I came into this with an open mind, and Ashton has a top secret clearance and has information on this topic that has more information than I've seen so far. And he says, Ashton says, thanks for your support. To be clear, my clearance has nothing to do with this topic whatsoever, and I'm not hiding any secret information. As mentioned in my space yesterday, I was waiting to play this as a trap card in case the government tried to discredit me. But since they did it, what do you mean they didn't? It's a whole clown show. Yeah, Jeremy Bartlett, was it actually bacon? Yeah, it was bacon. Bacon is oh no, it wasn't bacon. It was just a regular mustache, fake mustache. I was waiting to play this as a trap card in case the government tried to discredit me, but since they didn't, I revealed it along with my identity to be as transparent as possible. And he says, can you tell us generically what you do or for whom? Not really. I like my job and don't want to lose it. All I could say is it has nothing to do with anything in these videos, and I'm not hiding any secret knowledge. I won't string people along with, well, I wish I could tell you, but I can't type stuff that I see some people do. That's fair. I never asked to put yourself in jeopardy. Yeah, but anyways, his stuff, he worked in the health care department, or in the health industry. So in the hospital health industry or something like that. That's where, according to some snooping of his Facebook account and so on. But anyways, so he has classified clearance. Now going back to the classified clearance, we have this right here. Yeah, it's that Blue Bacon guy. This guy, he's done hit pieces on me a million times. Now he has like a full hit piece stream against 9/11 revisionists. So he says, very interesting that Blue Bacon admits to being a U.S. soldier with a security clearance for accessing classified information while threatening MES with jail time for disclosing that 9/11 was done with classified technology. Like, absolute psychopath. Oh, Joe's message on X. Okay, Joe is in his chat. Oh, there you are, Joe.
Hello.
All right, you're in. Okay, we thought you got abducted by Ashton's handlers or something.
Yeah, but
or you got teleported by the MH370. All right, guys. So there it is. And what time is it right now? 7 a.m. I think.
Yeah, it's 7:30 a.m. here now.
Oh wow, 7:30. All right. Yeah. So we were wondering where you went. Did you? Is this the real Joe, or did you get switched with a clone?
I got it. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, my phone actually died, and I didn't realize because I'm just doing a job at the moment, and I had not plugged my phone in.
All right. Yeah, no worries. All right. So we got. So you weren't teleported. You weren't cloned. Your phone was off, and you're working on a project. It's 7 a.m. All right. Sounds good. And yeah, so I went over some of the stuff right there, and initially I was reading some Reddit comments people made about when I shared the live stream link, and so they were going at us, and I'm like, they're winning the debate so far because you're not here. All right. So what I'll do is so the question is, yes, so you're gonna be using your phone. Do you want me to share a screen so you see it on the phone, or do you want to just open up the stream on your computer so you could see what I'm seeing? Like, you can see what the whole audience is seeing. So up to you. Because if you're going to be sitting next to your computer, you could probably just watch it from there.
Yeah, if you're gonna play something, just like send me a link so I know. So I'm playing the exact same thing as you.
Yeah, just because I'm live streaming it, right? So it's all on that YouTube live stream. Like you can see your face, you can see the chat, the comments, and if you want to maybe open up a separate window on your on your computer. So that live stream
Yeah.
link, yeah, just have it opened if you want, and you can see it there. Otherwise, I can share a screen with you as well on your phone.
Yeah, all good. I'll just open it up here.
Yeah. Yeah, and just let me know if you could see it and which page. I'm on the Reddit page right now. All right, guys. So M21 original says, "Hey Joe." All right, let's go.
Yeah, got it open.
All right, you got it open. Perfect. And yes, you can see it. Yeah, you can see I'm on my Telegram right here. I put everything in there. I was making a joke earlier that I just came back from Syria. So the one that CNN said that they freed a prisoner, he looks just like me. Have you seen that? You see that image there? Okay. Yeah, this guy right here is literally me. All right. So yeah. So and here's the questions and so on. And yeah, I just wanted to introduce everybody to Joe. So guys, this is Joe Lancaster from Brisbane, Australia. Yeah, Brisbane. And I also want to check with the audio, guys. How's his audio? How's the audio? Is it good? In the chat, should the audio be higher or lower for him or mine? Just to we have to make sure that we have the same level.
How's me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. It's just that sometimes the audience will hear different than what I'm hearing. How is his and I's audio? I'm putting in the chat. Just so we can have a level so that if they increase one, it wouldn't offset. It wouldn't be like too different. Anyways, it should be fine. Okay, so that's that. And Joe's audio is good. It's perfect. Okay, so they said the audio is all good. And yeah, so we're good to go then. Yeah, so I'll go back to the thumbnail I made. So this thumbnail I made, I found a photo on your X account of the thumbnail, and then it's the one where you have a chain necklace of this one here, of the toilet paper roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a toilet paper roll. That's when it was like lockdowns, and there was like toilet paper prices were skyrocketing. So that's like a million, yeah, $1 million. All right. So that's that, and yeah, I think we're pretty much good to go. And yeah, if you want to just say hi and just tell them your story and how you got involved in this this whole MH370 mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, well, I never got involved in anything, man. Like about a year ago, I had noticed that that these videos were circulating again. And they were always just like silly, obviously, and yeah, I just like, I don't know, like it seemed weird to me that they were prominent, like in the UFO like circles, I guess, like so I basically like started paying a little bit of attention. I kind of was a bit cheeky at first. I just sort of I pretended they weren't mine. I just sort of like was like telling people how they were made, but without like telling anyone it was me. And then eventually I just went, fuck it, I'll just claim it. Like, what's the worst that could happen, right?
Yeah. Well, worst could happen is Ashton Forbes shows up to your house.
Well, I actually like I hit Ashton Forbes up like in person. One of the first people that I hit up, and I told him exactly how like they were made. The first time I hit him up, I didn't tell him that it was me, but I just told him exactly what it was, and just to make sure that he knew that they were fake. And this is before I knew anything about him, before I knew that he was a fucking grifter and a fucking douchebag and a fucking loser. And then eventually I told him it was me, and that's when he blocked me.
Wow.
Whatever.
Yeah, he blocked me after someone tagged me in a post saying like I'm willing to debate him. I'm like, yeah, I'll debate you because I made some debunking videos, and he just blocked me. Yeah. He blocked me, and then
he blocks anyone that like threatens his grift. I think like because like. He has a kind of a good thing going, right? Like he's been on Candace Owens' show, right? Like that's a pretty big platform.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, like if you're trying to get on the king of the idiots, like Candace Owens is like your stepping stone, right?
Yeah. She charges like $50,000 for like a minute for like just video calls. like that's how much she charges for like advice or something.
Yeah, not getting that. He's not getting that, but he's being platformed on that
Yeah,
type
yeah.
of level, right? So, yeah. So I don't know. He like whatever, man. Like it's fine. Like he knows that it's me. He know like I've had in-depth conversations personally, like with him, and he knows, and it threatens his like his grift and you know his you know his donation system or whatever it is that he runs.
Yeah.
So fine, like that's what it is.
Yeah, and I think he's getting help from someone because like no way could he like keep going this strong and getting platformed again like Candace Owens. Yeah, even though Candace Owens posts a lot of random stuff, but it's like this is a bit too much. I think it's like the cartoons are just it's literally just two cartoons, and somehow posting it as this is the best evidence we've ever had about classified teleportation technology.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a good thing about your story there. And yeah, so you said that initially you said you didn't make it. Yeah, 'cause someone tagged, I think someone posted on the on Reddit saying, "Is it the same guy who said that he initially it was someone else made him?" But yeah, you just said yeah. So you initially you said that you didn't make him. Again, yeah, just for just 'cause you didn't want to admit it, just you didn't want anyone to know. And then how long did it take before you just realized that's it? I'm going all in.
Oh, about a couple of weeks, I reckon.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Hang on. What do you got up there?
Yeah, this is the post that someone tagged like, so I shared on this airliner abductor thingy. Like I
Yeah.
shared. I don't know how do I go back. Okay. So anyways, I shared the link there. I'll just go back to the thing. So bots. Okay. So okay, this one right here. So I shared the video, the stream link on Reddit. So I said the creator of the MH370 teleportation video joins the live stream. I shared it on that airliner abduction 2014, and I got a bunch of downvotes and so on. So a lot of people trashing me, saying nice meta grift and so on. And one guy says, right here, he sends a link to this one. He said, let's just get it out of the way and debunk your video. If it's the same guy that's been claiming it, he started by saying he could have made it. This is his Reddit account. Whoops. And I think the post is deleted. And then this is your Reddit account, equivalent Gur 3310. And I'll just read. I haven't read this. I'll read this right here. I work in and have expertise in this field. You are wrong. This is a job that would have taken half a workday. I asked half a dozen people I work with. None of them have heard about it or cared. And this was a year ago, so that's a good thing. But they could all see it was an easy fake within seconds, a 100% debunk, even without the assets within 5 minutes. Seems like a college student doing it for fun in an afternoon and then forgetting about it. A lot of errors and beginner mistakes, but overall decent for what looks like the purpose of testing out some effects. This form is hilarious, though. And he said, wait, you just said you created it? It smells like someone is full of BS. Anyways, these are the guys that are sharing the links when I shared it. So that was way back. And I do want to show... I think this is your first post you made. This you said you on your on Reddit. This is the you wrote. I made the original hoax videos and I will prove it. Let's see what the date is. How come it doesn't say the date? Okay, August 13th. That was right away. Yeah.
But that was probably like among the first posts that I've ever made on Reddit. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So this is literally his account. He made it, and I think when did he post? I think it was August 8th was when Ashton Forbes first posted it. So within 5 days, you're right there saying that you made him. So that's pretty good stuff. Like that's that's pretty good circumstantial evidence. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is good stuff there. And I want to go back. Like Reddit is just I don't know how to like I have like issues with Reddit. It's just like figuring out where is everything. Okay, I do want to go. So I'm gonna go into your Reddit account. I just want to open your Reddit account, and then we'll go through some questions and so on. And then also I wanted to do a frame by frame of the entire road motion. I mean, it's leading to all the cues and how tos. And we'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to go to the Reddit. Yeah. So this is the Reddit account. This is show the audience. Okay. So this is his Reddit account. If you click posts. And you can see the first post he ever made was literally August 13th, and he says they made original hoax videos. And then there's a full debunk of the butthole argument when Ashton Forbes said that. And so you made this one. Okay, and you explained how you made all this. This is epic stuff.
Wait, which one? Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So this is your second post, and is explaining the butthole, and you says, "I'm the original creator. Y'all are obsessing over," and then you did an AMA as well. Yeah, that's cool stuff. Okay, and then share this other one. Yeah, so it's pretty standard stuff there.
Yeah, honestly, I thought it was just like I thought that'd be the end of it. Like, all right, I've explained how they were made. Everyone can see, obviously, they're fake, right?
Mm-hmm.
But no,
Yeah.
you got people fucking like obsessed with them still, like just arguing against me that my own videos aren't fake.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. I know. I do understand. Yeah, especially in your shoes, it's like, why is he still doing that? And Ashton even said they were fake, and then he backtracked as well. There was that whole saga when he admitted they were fake. Do you remember that or no?
I don't. Honestly, that guy is uninteresting to me. He's not important. Fuck Ashton.
Yeah, I only made it because I had one alt media person that I really trust, and he thought it was like real. So I'm like, all right, might as well do debunking videos. So Ashton, I think he Klaus, I think he made. He admitted that they were faked, and then he retracted it afterwards. Yeah, so you go back here. This was in when was this? This was December 8th, 2023. He wrote, Ashton Forbes admits the this was last year. MH370 teleportation videos are fake, and yeah, so this one here. This was when Kim.Kong was got in touch with the guy who made the Klaus. I think it's Jonas DeRoy or whatever. And Ashton says, I can no longer claim the videos are authentic due to this evidence, and so on. And Kim has agreed to make a payment to Jonas for supplying the assets, and so on. And there's some other stuff here. But then he says he'll still research it. And then all of a sudden, and then like literally like a day or two or a week later, just flipped and got back on that it's real, etc. So there was part of the saga where he says that it was fake. Okay, guys, yeah. So that's that, and I just want to see what else we have here. So what I've in my links here, I have two setups. I have some random topics, basically questions from Dave and Rotary Motion. And then the other one, these are the ones that we can go through, I think, step by step and see what happens there. And also I put links to all the debunking stuff and just the links to the videos and so on. And I'm going to open up into a video editing software, and we can go frame by frame and see what your thoughts are on pretty much every frame. So I think, yeah. So I think the first thing, we'll go over some Rotary Motion questions right here. So he says, what date was the creation of the videos?
Okay, so I don't know the exact creation date, but I remember that the Malaysian Airlines disappearance was sort of big in news before I ever started working on shit. I was working on a short film at the time for a friend, and it had like a theme of like weird paranormal shit going on, and so it would have been at least a month or two after the actual event in the news by the time that I ever had a video. Okay,
yeah, and then I think MH370. I had a timings thingy, timings. Yeah, I'll just get some timings just so we have it all the same stuff here. Interesting timings. So I made a whole list here of timings. I went all the way back to 2011 as Ashton creates his channel, and then 2014, January 29th, 2014, Ashton creates his X Twitter account. Yeah, and then we'll go back here. So March 8th is when MH370 disappears, and then the videos first become public in May 29th. So March, say April, May, June, April, May. Yeah, so 2 months. 2 months after. Regicide Anon, he posts on May 19th. So March 8th, you can see my screen, and then Regicide Anon posts that, and then I think the thermal one posts a month after that. And when you made them, did you publish them both at the same time, or send it the project both at the same time?
They would have been within a few days of each other, probably, I'd say. So I never published them. Just to be clear, I never put them on the internet or anything. They were just like someone has stolen them and just uploaded them, I guess.
Okay.
I suspect it was someone on Frame.io, which I was beta testing at the time, I think. Because I don't know, like I don't know anyone that I personally know that would have leaked them. I mean, maybe like I don't know anyone that would do that. But I do know that there were, you know, that I was beta testing a new software and like there was a whole team like with access to it. So that's the only I can think of that might realistically be where where they leaked, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, and you made them for project. You made it for someone, right? You made those for, or do you make them for yourself? Those.
They were for a friend, for a short film, right? So, have you ever seen? Hang on, what's a movie I can think of that's like similar? Hold on,
Yeah.
I'll find it. Um, we had a short film going, and one of the themes of this short film was like paranormal events going around the world, I guess, and the way that we were showing that was often on like TV screen,
Okay.
and this was just one such event, and this was basically a proof of concept. Like, can we make some shit that looks sort of TV news, right? And then we do a whole bunch of them if it works out.
Yeah.
And that was
And
it was just.
and you said something that was there an event? Because I quickly googled. There's a 2014 Australian Paranormal and Spiritual Expo, but that's October 4th, 2014. So the question is.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing to do with.
Yeah, and that's another question: is the person you made it for? That's something I think I'll probably in private if I can ask you after the stream if I can get in contact with them and if they would be interested in talking to me either privately or publicly. It would be pretty.
Yeah, I could ask them. Like,
Yeah.
they might be interested. I'm not going to say it publicly, obviously.
Yeah. I'll do it after the stream. I'll send you a DM about it.
But
And
let's
then
be honest, a lot of people are fucking weird in this community.
yeah, it's weird. Well, I also think there's a lot of spooks in there, and I personally believe that Ashton Forbes is a spook. He also has a classified security clearance that he admits to having. But he says, yeah.
Or is he saying that like he says everything? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know, but it's one of those where it's like, why would you even say it? It's like when it's like he's supposed to be just some sort of random journalist, or but he's also a gamer back then. You can see his Twitch streaming account. So during the 2014, he was playing video games, and he got banned from Twitch for a brief period. He got banned, I think, for like swearing and cursing at people. All right, so someone in the chat says, does Joe have any old emails with the videos? Yeah, those are the questions I have. And then, A. Peterson, can you recreate them and show them side by side? Yeah, so can you? But the thing is, other people have done it already. So it's like, again, it's not changing much. Okay, so the other question is, let's go back to the questions right here. Because Rotary Motion has a good question. So he says, what file format were they when they were lost or leaked? What file format, do you know?
Probably like MP4, I imagine.
Okay, so MP4. Okay, and then let's keep going. These are interesting questions. I think it's pretty good. So he says, when you made the two main videos, did you create them flying in the same direction or opposite? As I've seen one going opposite on YouTube. So, or did you know about the directions of either one? I don't know.
They were for sure the same direction because it like oftentimes it's easier to use the same animation or the same like metadata and keyframes, right, per time code, and then just like change the camera angle. So what I would have done is I would have made the drone, like I guess what people are calling the drone video first. Because that one is a combination. Like, that one's the more tricky one. It's a combination of like some real footage and some fake shit. The first I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 seconds of it have this like uh, like artificial camera shake, and you can
Okay.
analyze it too. Like if you I think someone did. In fact, I don't know, I can't remember, but like you can analyze shit to detect like fake camera shake,
Mm-hmm.
and the first like I don't know, I want to say like 6 or 8 seconds, like somewhere between 5 and 10 seconds,
Okay.
have this artificial camera shake before it zooms in and it is replaced with an actual like real footage that plate that I happen to have on my computer for some reason,
Okay.
and and once that takes over, then the artificial camera shake won't be detectable because it is in fact real footage, and I just painted out a real plane that was in that footage and replaced it with the CGI one. And I just had another angle, right, which is looking down from above,
Mm-hmm.
like a satellite video, I guess. Like I know that satellite videos don't work that way. They're usually like really, really, really low frame rate, um, and usually the clouds move. But yeah, I don't know. It didn't have to be like realistic. It was just sort of
Mm-hmm.
like it.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you can see the screen there, I'm sharing that video there. Yeah, there is a video. There is a camera shake. I didn't notice. So right here, there's a camera shake before you zoom in. So you can see my screen. Yeah, you can see the camera shaking. Okay, so that is
Yeah,
a
you're
yeah.
about 10 seconds delayed, but yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, okay, so I'm 10 seconds delayed. Okay. Yeah, just because you're on your phone, I don't want to share a screen with your phone. It's going to be just tiny. So you could see it. Yeah, so let me know when you could see it because I have it. It's shaking and so on. And then... And yeah, so after the shaking, you zoom in. So is this the real footage that you had? Which is the real composite? So this one has... Which point is the one that you're using a real footage, and which is the one that you're using CGI?
So when it's wide like that, it's I'm doing fake camera shake and fake zooms, right?
Okay.
Because that drone that foreground drone element is taken from like a pack that I had, the same pack that I
I think is
uh
it Copilot? Is that Jetstrike Copilot? Is that the one people say?
yeah, that's right, yeah, that's it. Because I use Jetstrike a lot for like the heat haze
Mm-hmm.
effect.
Yeah.
Um, and that is taken from that, I'm pretty sure. And after it zooms in, there's a part where the camera goes a little bit wild there, and I just sort of use that moment to cheat in a transition to an actual like footage. And
So this is a fake zoom. This is the fake footage. When is the real footage? And then someone's asking, where do you get the real footage from? But so this whole part is fake. This part here with the plane and the cloud background.
yeah, that's all fake.
Okay, so it's all fake, and then I'll pause once you do the transition to the real footage. So this is all fake, and that's fake. The trail as well, the contrail.
Yeah, there was a that's basically I was starting to learn how to do 3D at this point, and one of the popular tutorials going around was like about like smoke emitters, and that is exactly what that contrail is.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then let's see, and then when's the real footage coming in? Is it after the zoom, or is it still with okay, now you moved away from the camera. Is this when you
It's
start?
off.
Yeah.
So, how far in are you there?
I paused where once the plane got out of the view. So this is before, and now you transition where the plane, your camera is not showing the plane anymore.
Before the orb comes in, when we've already transitioned to real footage.
Oh, okay.
Like
So okay. So this is real footage once you've zoomed in.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So basically, like this. So basically, you have. Okay. So this cloud. I mean, this trail. Yeah. So you can see. I think I kind of know when it is. Okay. So this part's fake. This part's fake, and then once that gets out of the way, I see a plane with a trail. So around this time is when you're using real footage. Okay, now you're using real footage, I'm assuming, around this time. Because you just have a blob, and you're zooming in, or is it after the
Yeah.
full zoom? Okay, there it is.
Well, hang on. I'm looking at it. It's very close after it zooms in, like as it zooms in.
Oh, as a zoom, yeah, that's what I mean. So basically, it's like I'm assuming once the contrails get out of the way. So these contrails, you said you made them with 3D software, and yeah,
it was 3ds Max, I think.
3ds map. What is that? Okay.
No, I'm wrong. It's Cinema 4D. That's what I was using.
Oh, okay, Cinema 4D. Okay, epic. Okay, and then I'm assuming right when it goes away, now you're gonna be zooming in. Now you're zooming in, and I'm assuming you're gonna merge it with the real footage. And the question is, where do you get the real footage from? Is it just stock footage? I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was. You could call it stock. It was footage that I had on my computer from a few different jobs. I collect a bunch of stuff that seems useful, and the reason it seems like to have a realistic camera shake after it zooms in, right, is because it literally does have a real like camcorder camera shake. Now, obviously, a military drone isn't going to have a fucking 90s camera shake.
Okay. Yeah.
That should tell anyone immediately that it was fake. That was the first thing that I noticed. But like the reason that it looks realistic is because it is an actual real camera shake, right? And so what I ended up doing was there's a real plane in this real footage that I painted out, and I just replaced it with a CGI plane. And then after that, you add a bunch of blur and some grain, and then you do like a colorama effect to give it a fake like infrared, like thermal imaging type look, which I'm pretty sure don't look like that anyway. I mean, I didn't really use reference. I just sort of just eyeballed it.
Okay.
It's cool, whatever. And yeah, but then once I'd found it like years later on the internet, like on fucking Reddit, someone had like gone and like stabilized the plane in frame.
Yeah.
And they were looking at the contrails behind the plane.
Yeah, and they do. Yeah.
And they jiggle about a bit. I'm like, oh yeah, whoops, my bad.
yeah. I actually made a video on that. The stocks are out of sync. I mean, the contrails are out of sync. I'll open this up. Hi, it's time for another. And I had some GIFs as well. I made of them. I think we could go to the GIF. Yeah, video MP4 GIF. I think somewhere here. Okay, contrails are out of sync. You can see my screen. Let's see. Let's see, play. Yeah, you can see. Can you see the contrails moving up and down?
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. So I made this. I stabilized it myself manually. So yeah, it's the contrails do move up and down. So it's like. So the thing is, yeah, there's some people in the chat. I think there's JK Philly fan, Eve1. I think they're part of Ashton's crew. Because they're around whenever I do MH370 videos, and yeah, they're calling you a fraud and so on, and they're leaving. But anyways, those guys are interesting characters.
Do you want to know what jiggling up and down there?
Yeah, why is it jiggling up and down?
That's because there are real contrails in the footage that I was using.
Yeah.
And what happens sometimes when you stabilize footage, I don't know who's like a visual effects person here, but when you stabilize footage, it's often imperfect. And so for this one, when I stabilized it, it was imperfect. When I painted out the plane, that was imperfect also. And that's why I've added a whole bunch of grain, which
yeah,
of course wouldn't exist on military drones, because like in infrared, there is no such, there's almost no such thing as grain, right?
Wow.
But yeah, so what you're seeing there, the contrails are actually from real footage.
Okay, yeah. So that's real footage there. But then, because the thing is, you're adding the plane to it. Yeah. So you're adding the plane to it, and also the stabilization. You're not gonna have it perfect. Yeah. But then again, because I was stabilizing based on that image of that plane, so it's like if the plane isn't fully accurate to what it was before, it wouldn't come out as perfectly, and yeah, it wouldn't come out as synced.
Yeah, no, it happens. Like sometimes to stabilize, it like depends whether you're setting the motion blur to be
Yeah.
From this point in time onwards, or from this point in time backwards.
Yeah.
And
no, because I did it manually. Like this one here, I just did it frame by frame. So I take a one frame, take a screenshot, and then I moved it manually so the plane lines up. So I just did it completely in line. So I just did it manually. So this is made up with like I think 20 different frames or something like that. And yeah. And okay, anyways, Eve is still trashing us in the chat, but anyways, Eve, just calm it down. And then Darren says, how would you put the orbs in there and the fractal trial the moment the teleporters? Sure. We'll get to that in a bit, I think. Because yeah, but you can talk about it right now. But the orbs right here. So the question is, yeah, how do you add the orbs? I think before the flash, but I think before we get to that, I guess just because we're in the zone right now. So I put this one initially. I thought this was done second. So but now I moved it forward. So you said that you did this footage first and then the satellite, the overhead.
Yeah, it's not second for sure because it's like it's much simpler, right? Satellite one is just a still image and the same animation.
Okay, so you did this one because it's harder. Okay, and the question is, yeah, so now you have the orbs coming in, and now you have the orbs coming in. Okay, and then how do you do the orbs, and what made you the idea of the orbs? Because the plane disappearing is one thing, and the orbs is another one. Like, where did you get that idea from? Because MH370 was the plane, and then the orbs. Was there a movie? Because I've seen some movies that show similar stuff like this, like even pre-2014.
No, I don't remember where I saw that, but like I've definitely seen the idea of orbs before in something like a movie that I'd seen, maybe, I don't know. But to make them was like super easy. They're literally just spheres, like textured spheres. And they animate basically on a null plane that oscillates back and forth to make them so that they're not just like doing circles around the plane. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and I've noticed a couple times where you pan out of the plane pans out of the screen, and then it comes in with a zoomed in. I'm assuming you did that on purpose to better transition.
No, not on purpose, actually. That's just part of the original footage.
Oh, okay. And then, so you're just laying it over it. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah. And then now you have the spiral in there, and the spiral as well. I think there's some questions about the spiral. We'll go back to the questions, and I'll go back into this one. The questions asked by... Because Rotary Motion has looked at this a lot. Can you point out errors in them to prove CGI? So we pointed out the contrails and out of sync. I heard you don't have backups, any way of, or you do have backups or don't, any way of finding them. What software and add-ons were used for each? How was Jonas's cloud images? We'll get to those in a bit. Do you have textures.com, or do you know textures.com and Jonas personally?
No, I don't know them personally. Yes, I did use that texture. I'm not telling you how I fucking got it because it was probably not the legal way. Probably as far as other goes, I often use. So my main software that I use is like DaVinci Resolve. Second most common is like Adobe After Effects, and then within Adobe After Effects, I have like a whole bunch of like plugins that I tend to use. Back about a decade ago, I was trying to learn how to do some super basic 3D, and that's when I started to learn a bit of Cinema 4D. I'm not much for 3D artists though, like really like super not good at. I'm more of like I can do compositing to a high level, and I do color grading to a very, very high level. But 3D animation, I'm not super good at. So those are the main pieces of software that I use, and a bunch of stock images, and sometimes I in the past I have like downloaded collections of not particularly legal like versions of those. I mean, like if I'm doing it for non-commercial work, yeah, sometimes I've done that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because like I'm assuming you just used like you went into the page source or somehow got into it. So you didn't pay for the actual images. You just took them.
I don't know. I'm not saying that I definitely like fucking like torrented those, but it's possible that I did, and you know, like I switch emails for for different jobs sometimes, and depending on who I'm working with, sometimes I keep like a you know, a certain email address for a certain amount of time. My Gmail's been around for ages, and I searched back through that and I can't find.
Okay. So you're not sure which email you used for the 2014 project? And I'm trying to find where's the so yeah. So the Rotary asked if there's any fake stuff that you noticed in the teleportation videos. And I do. The one we talked about was that duplicate frame you made. You mentioned duplicate frame before I even brought up my video about duplicate frames. That was pretty interesting. This one,
Yeah.
you can see my screen right now if you're on that computer. I'm going to that one where you had the duplicate frame. I'm trying to figure out where it was. 45-second mark, I think. I think it's somewhere in the 40. You can see my screen, right? I'm just oscillating back to see when it was. It should be somewhere around here. Okay, it should be this one, I think. Yeah, this one here. Yeah, so this is the use of the fake. So this one here, I made a videos on this one. You can see my screen. This footage right here, this orb uses the same frame as one like 28 seconds later. This one right here. Let's go back here. Right, I think. Are you frozen? I think you're frozen. Guys, I think Joe's frozen. Let me know when you can speak. Is the chat live still? Okay, well, okay, Joe's frozen, guys. So first Joe got teleported, now he's frozen. We'll go to the out of sync. Okay, Joe's, are you gone? Video call. Okay, internet's working. Ring the others. Joe is gone. Duplicate frame. Wrong way. Hi, it's time for... Okay, this is my earlier video on the duplicate frame. Alright, Darren says, Australia's trying to shut down Bob's research. Interesting. Yeah, with the disinformation bill. Oh, yeah, so you're back. Yeah, so you're frozen. I was showing you my screen of the...
Got that, like, I've got a new phone, the battery monitor on it is not, like, accurately in, like, how much battery I've got left, so it just died, sorry.
Yeah, because, well, that link, you could open up that link if you have a microphone on your computer if you want. That same link works anywhere, so you could even just pop it up there if you have a mic. Yep. Yeah, so I'll show, yeah, it's up to you if you want to connect to the computer.
Yep.
Yeah, and this part right here, this is the frame that duplicates, and I have some footage of this. Yeah, this is a duplicate frame right there, and I talk about it right here. The video. So now what we'll do. So this is me talking back then. Is I'm gonna hide this section. So look at the orbs.
I know the frame you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it because like I patched it. So, so sometimes when you're doing like 3D renders, you'll get like occasional glitched frames, and usually when you're rendering in 3D, you'll render to an image sequence, right? Like an EXR sequence. EXR is like an open source, like high quality file format that's just a still image. And the reason you do that is because, like, if anything crashes out, you want to be able to resume from where it got up to, or if you want to just replace a few frames, it's super easy because you're just replacing a series of frames rather than the whole video file. And so occasionally there'll be glitches, and you usually just like go and re-render those frames. But in this case, I remember I did have a couple of glitches. I had not noticed them until like after I'd done all the comping, after I'd done the stupid grain and the color armor effect and the tracking and all of that shit. There was a couple of like weird sort of where like it just glitched out, and it was obvious that it was like bullshit, right? So instead, what I did was I took a rendered file that I had done, like a preview render file, and I just like swapped out like 2 frames, I think 2 frames of similar frames where it was in like where the orbs were in like similar positions, and the plane sort of like I could just like line it up, right, and just like really quickly and easily with like a 4-point mask. You can actually see the border of the mask if you apply a difference map between the 2 frames that you found yourself.
Yeah.
And you'll see the exact same grain pattern duplicated across like 2 different frames. That's because I just like did it really lazily, right? It doesn't have to. I mean, I'm not expecting the fucking internet to look at it and go and try and like analyze the shit frame by frame. It was just meant to like, you know, fix up a super quick error. That's all.
Yeah, I'll open up right now. I think I had a duplicate frame. I had that screenshot there earlier. Trying to see where my edits are. Oh, duplicate frames. Okay, so I'll open up my GIMP file. This is the one when I made that debunking video. Again, a duplicate frame. Yeah, it's like straightforward. It's like how anyone could see that and then continue believing the videos are real. It's just I don't know what else to I don't know what else to say. So I will go right here. So you can see my screen right here. So the duplicate frame, there is, I put this right here. So this is how it looks like. So this one here is at the 47-minute mark. What happened was you took the, I'll make this bigger. Or actually, I'll make it smaller so you can see your face. So I will make this, I'll cover the chat a bit. Okay, so this right here, this was here I showed you when we first talked. At the 45 second mark, you have this frame. I mean, no, that's 47. At the 45, you have this frame. At the 47, you have this exact one. You can see the difference? And then what I did was I scaled them up so that they both match. So what I'm showing right here, you could see that I'm flashing back and forth between the 2 duplicate frames. Can you see that? And now I do high contrast. So now I do high contrast. Yeah. So this right now, yeah. So you can see that there's clearly a mask being done, and these are 2 different frames, 2 seconds apart, and there's an identical, like literally a crop out of the plane. High contrast. You can see the only thing changes is the background. Is the background on the top around the mask? You see that screen? You can see yeah. You can see what I'm doing there?
I see it, yeah.
Yeah. So, and what's interesting is when I first talked to you, you pointed this out before I did. And was the red belly added for authentication to MH370 grift? Which red belly?
I don't know if you remember, like I also said, like, do a difference mat on those 2 and you will see the exact shape of the lazy 4-point mask that I use.
Yeah. And what do you mean by 4-point? What does that mean exactly? So just one, like, what do you mean by 4 points?
Like when you, okay, so when you draw a mask and you just like click 4 times to do a like rectangle-ish.
Yeah, okay. That's good what you mean. Okay, so 4 points. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Alright, so again, anyone that can see this, there's literally 2 frames, 2 seconds apart. And then Ashton Forbes said it was video compression. And I'm like, I've never seen any video compression like that. And can you explain, you said you worked with video compression before?
Yeah, I've written patches for codecs with video. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Right?
Yeah, we know that. We know that. Oh, Ashton Forbes in the chat. Ashton Forbes is in the chat. Hi, Ashton.
Fucking loser up.
Ashton says, why are you interviewing a mentally ill liar or LARPer? This kid isn't even old enough to have made the videos there from 10 years ago. Oh, yeah, so a 9/11 business asked, how old are you, Joe? How old, if you don't mind? I'm guessing 32, 32, 39?
39, yeah.
Okay, yeah, nice. I'm 36, so we're around the same. All right, so Ashton's in the chat, guys. So Ashton's blocked both of us, but now he's on the chat.
To defend his own fucking dog shit ideas. He's just like, he's a sad little man who's happened to get on some fucking podcasts, grifting off of my fucking videos. These are fucking fake. Like, they're so fucking obviously fake. Like, what are you doing, you fucking, like, pathetic little shit? Like,
we gotta go.
Fuck you.
we got Joe going off. Ashton was on Candace Owens with like millions and millions of viewers, and then this live stream has 43 people, and he's on the stream.
I'm gonna get on fucking Candace Owens now. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get on fucking. How about that?
Right. Peter says that is the first time I've seen you show the high contrast border with duplicate noise. It's very compelling. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. Okay, if Ashton Forbes, only a moron who thinks 9/11 was holographic airplanes believe this guy. All right, he's going after me now. Anyways, I have other conspiratorial views. So the actual UFO is, yeah, Ashton's making fun of the channel now. He's saying 53,000 subscribers, 43 viewers. I'll tell Ashton stop roasting us.
Life about Ashton apart from my videos, like your entire career is based on me.
I told Ashton to stop roasting us. He's clowning us big time. Yeah, 53,000 subscribers. Yeah, well, I have a math channel, random stuff. I started streaming last year on random topics. But anyways, stop making fun of us. Darren says, I find a response very real from Joe. Ashton said, keep up the good work. Anyways.
Like, this guy doesn't think fucking like gravity is real or some shit. No, hang on, what was his latest thing? It was like a perpetual motion machine he had a definite video like proof of it working, but it turned out to be a fucking video from like 2014 or some shit. It was like long debunk. Like this guy's just like full of shit every single second of every day. He just like runs on shit. He just like his entire being is basically fueled by like bullshit. Like, I fucking made in 2 days on a whim for a fucking friend for no good reason, and that's his entire career like blasted off there.
Ashton, so he was selling free energy devices, but he says that it will cost like $50,000, but you have to sign a non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah.
Okay, Peter says the 4-point mass is skewed. That wouldn't be compatible with compression artifacts. I don't trust Joe anymore. Peter, what are you talking about? Is it literally clear proof there? Anyways, free energy. He had one earlier.
So here's the thing, though. You don't have to trust me. You don't have to even believe that I made them, right? Like the things that I'm telling you should show you that they're at least fake, right?
Yeah.
Even if you don't think I made them, like it's just like this fucking moron with goofy glasses and the stupid fucking like receding hairline. Think it like builds an entire career. Like, please, like, sell me a fucking like a cryptographic zip file that I'll pay you. And then, like, get humiliated live on air for. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, I remember that as well. Yeah, he paid like 3,000 in Bitcoin for it. So this was the one that Ashton Forbes live on. He showed an image of his over Unity device. This was this is from Ether Tech, and he actually eventually made a apology. I think a semi-apology, saying that it was his fault that he misinterpreted the image, etc. And they so people actually contacted that actual guy who made the video, the original like 10-year-old 2014 video. It's almost 2014. That person, if you see his description, he says he has nothing to do with Ashton and so on. Like even that guy in that video had to go back to his old video, put a description saying he has nothing to do with Ashton and he was never talked to him ever. And he disapproves from him showing his video. or showing his screenshot and so on.
He's just such a clown. He's
Yeah.
so uninteresting. I don't care about him.
I don't know. He's pretty interesting. He was also doing he was doing a lawsuit for anti-masks during COVID, and then he shifted over to the MH370 and free energy and so on. So, and he's a physicist as well. So that's one thing I disagree. I think he is pretty interesting in like a weird like movie, like a villain role. And he's a physicist. How do you spell physicist?
Boss, bro, like, please just go to bed. Like,
Yeah.
you've been up too long.
Okay, yeah. So this one here, throwback to when the world's top physicist Ashton Forbes got scammed for $3,000 to what he believed was anyways. So for Halloween, he could dress up as the world's top physicist, Ashton Forbes. All right, guys, enough going out. Okay, so JK Philly fan, I thought you left. He's back on it again. He says, "Why is Joe so emotional?" All right, wouldn't you if you stole her?
Do I sound emotional when I talk about Ashton because like I fucking hate that fucking cunt because he blocked me. It's because he blocked me for telling him how I fucking made the video.
Yeah, he blocked me when I said I'm down for a debate, and then he's blocked. But okay, you know what I found the most convincing? It wasn't even the videos or anything. It's the fact that Ashton, who was on Candace Owens with millions of views, and on Redacted with Clayton Travis, he's showing up to my stream with 50 people. Now it's peaked at 50. He's showing up to my stream with 50 people. Like if I'm on Candace Owens, you will not get a message from me. All right. So here's Ashton. I think Candace. Let's see.
Pull up Ashton, you fucking loser. Like, like defend your stupid positions, bro. Like, defend the fact that you think that a fucking military drone has like 90s handycam shake on it. Come on, bro. Get up.
Yeah, I'll open up my other Telegram because my desktop Telegram is better. It shows up more stuff. I'll open up right here. I'll go to Ashton. Yeah, so I have like 105 posts about Ashton. Let's go to the Candace ones. He's how do you even spell Candace? Owens. Yeah, so this one here, I'm pretty much tracking his stuff. So Ashton Forbes continues his legendary disinfo grift run by interviewing Candace Owens, and then he was also on Redacted and so on. So it's like anywhere he turns. I think he was on Glenn Beck as well.
Yeah, he also lied and said he was on Joe Rogan at some point.
Yeah, he wanted to, but I think Joe's one. He doesn't want to hurt his credibility too much because it's like Candace is like, oh, whatever. Joe Rogan will be a bit too much, but I think he may show up eventually. We'll see.
Candace is like used to like having grifters on, like that's her. So.
Yeah, I'll show you right here. Owens. So Candace Owens. Yeah, I forgot. I could Google it right here. Candace Owens. She like is a grifter herself. Candace Owens charges thousands per minute. Yeah, she has it on her page. You can see it. So it's $75,000 for a 15-minute like advice Zoom call, and so on. So you can also go and see how much she's paying. She charges and so on. So minimum. You can see a whole videos on this. Yeah, so you can see on her. So she charges here $5,000 a minute if you want to book a call with Candace Owens. So, yeah.
Oh, I'm in the wrong field, bro. I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna take a leaf out of Ashton's book and get into grifting on the internet.
Yeah.
Sounds like a pay.
Yeah, but I think you also have to do like some probably some weird ritual or something. He's probably gonna come out in a dress or whatnot and change his gender. But anyway, that's usually what happens with some of these grifters. All right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's that part. Okay. There. I think. Let's see if there's more questions on this thing. But yeah, I think the most telling part was that Ashton showing up in the stream. So that I would have never imagined in a million years he was going to show up in the stream. So we.
Fuck his own cock because he's like a fucking loser, right? Have you ever seen someone like dedicate so much of their life to like a video that some loser like me created in 2 days? Like, fuck are these, like, legit, he goes, like, and like, uses language, like, plasma fields and shit like this. It's like, pretends like it's incredibly accurate. Accurate to your own fucking mind. It's not accurate to anything. It's not accurate to anything.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck these people are talking about. You're a fucking loser. Fucking.
Well, my view is so even if the science he's talking about, let's say it's correct, right? Let's say there's teleportation and so on. I think he's doing the worst possible job of promoting it.
What do you mean? Like, what the fuck are we saying here? We're just like saying words like in teleportation science and shit. That's not real. It's not real.
No, I know. What I'm trying to say is, if it was real, he's doing the worst job at promoting it by pushing the videos. Like, the videos are so bad. So like, so if the technology he's talking about is real, he's covering it up by being a complete like goofball, a complete lunatic.
And dog, he's such a dork as well. Like, it's just like, okay, you can be, like you can be someone that is super autistic about like data and shit on the internet, but also he's just like a fucking dork. Like be at least be cool about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, he's also said like some really sexist jokes against women. One of them, he says he wouldn't even R-word her because she's too ugly for him to like rape her. I'm like what? And again, yeah, like I was saying, he was also banned from his Twitch for swearing. I think for like cursing at or making fun of. So
if he just got access to ChatGPT and asked it like what some buzzwords are about physics that I can say in my grift.
No, I definitely think he's doing it. Yeah, he's doing that as well. But I also think he has a team behind him. There's no way he's showing up right here. There's no way that I think someone like be that like.
It's just him. He's on his own and he's just like looking up a thesaurus or ChatGPT.
Yeah, ChatGPT, yeah, definitely.
And buzzwords about like fucking like pseudo physics, right? Like shit that isn't actually real. And then like all of a sudden he gets like a couple of hundred dumbass fucking followers. Like, yeah, I'm talking to you, chat, you fucking losers. Like, following him on his like goddamn grift, and to the point that he gets on fucking Candace Owens, like. Miss Queen grift, right? Like, it started on Fox News because like Fox News likes to do this thing where if they want to attack gay people, they'll get a gay person to attack gay people. They want to attack people, they get a person to attack black people, right? And that's where she started her stupid grift. And of course, Ashton Forbes ends up there.
Yeah.
Leeches off of my stupid videos that I never put any effort into. Yeah, all right, sorry. I'm emotional, apparently, according to your chat.
No, that was the JK Philly fan. He's the Ashton's like one of his wingmen that goes into every chat. So anytime I talk about MH370, he shows up trying to promote the Ashton grift. And if you can see my screen right here, so Ashton created his Twitter account literally in January 2014. Strictly because his Just Trey Twitch account was banned for I think he was like abusing like verbally abusing a lot of the people he's playing with. So that's Ashton. This is him. He's tweeting at Twitch support in 2014 before MH370, saying my account back.
I need to find a way of articulating this better because I feel like I haven't been clear. I don't care about Ashton.
Yeah.
He's
No, definitely. I'm just like I don't care about him either, but I think it's pretty interesting. Also, because there are some people that believe him that I think should know better. But again, by now they should figure it out. But anyway, I think it's overall fun. It's pretty fun just exposing this like LARP. It's like
obviously like I don't really mean your chat are morons. Like I'm.
Yeah, but there are some that are literally Ashton's groupies in there.
Sure.
Yeah, there's some that should know better. Well, they obviously do know better, but I think Ashton's probably paying them or something, because they're always there. Every time I mention it, they show up there, and so on. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so the question is,
you have a cigarette. Like, let me know if the sound is too loud, and I'll just I'll cancel that and I'll come back to outside, but
All right, well, no, it's all right. I'm gonna go to the washroom. Actually, what I'll do is, I will play. Okay, you're away from the screen, right? Okay, so you could probably, I'll just play the videos for the audience, and while I go to the washroom, and you could just entertain them for like a minute or two. And if you want, if you have the chat, because you don't have the chat available, but you could, yeah. So you don't have the chat there. That's the one thing. But anyways, you could just do your smoking thing. I'll be gone. I'll be playing this for the audience, and they can see you smoking. And I'll be back in a minute. I just gotta go wet my whistle. All right.
I'll dance for them. How about that?
You can show them the background. You could dance for them, yeah. But if you can, your background is blurred. If you want to make it unblurred, just so they can see your see the balcony, the view from the balcony, and so on. If you
Yeah,
can,
I'm trying to work that out.
I think you gotta click your name somehow and then change background. There should be a change background on the video thingy.
Is that better?
Oh yeah, you can see it. Yeah, epic stuff. I'll make it. Actually, I'll just do this bigger. Hey guys, you guys are gonna be with him. You could talk to them and show the stuff and show where you live. And I'm gonna go to the washroom.
So I have no way of looking at chat, right? So, all right. So I'm very sorry. I can't see if you're typing. You're just gonna have to listen to me rant for a little bit, I guess. Especially about that Ashton Forbes fucking cunt. Fuck that guy. Do you wanna meet my dog? Buddy. Yeah. This is my dog Patty. He is a rescue greyhound. He's 7 years old, so he's well into retirement, and he's living his best life. As you can see, he's a little bit chunky, but that's okay. We love a chunky king. They actually banned greyhound racing in New Zealand last week, I think, which I think is good. Like, I really think that's a good thing because the industry is kind of fucked. The reason it's not just that like the trainers like treat the dogs bad and stuff, although that does happen. It creates an environment where like many dogs are like need homes constantly, and so and if they're not performing, they just get fucking like turfed. They just get like thrown out, and like if they're not adopted, then they get destroyed basically. So the whole idea of a gambling industry on dogs is, I think, really reprehensible. So the best thing you can do is, if you're looking to get a pet, get a greyhound, adopt one. They're the loveliest pets in the whole world.
That picks up. I'm back. It's a nice greyhound. There's actually a question by Dave about your greyhound. I'll go to the questions now and I'll ask you. But yeah, it was great having Ashton in the chat. I could have never imagined, like, unbelievable. We got Ashton showing up. It's like that is actually quite amazing.
That's stupid shit. Yeah, great.
Yeah, and then someone in the let's see, in the Rumble chat says, sounds like you all have a comic psycho scientist on your teams. Well, I don't know what this guy's saying. I don't know if he's making fun of us or Ashton. But yeah, so Ashton made a good point. So I have 53,000 subscribers, only like 44 people watching. But on like Rumble, I only have 1,000 subscribers, and it's like half the number for some reason. It's like I get like pretty much almost the same amount. Yet it's like so something's happening on my channel. But Ashton just gets like way more.
Like is Rumble like a bit like YouTube or
Rumble? Yeah, Rumble's like it's like right-wing YouTube. But it's like YouTube, they kind of like will make only like mainstream stuff. So if you're talking about just the typical stuff, you'll be on there. Well, if you go on the anything conspiracy stuff, only like controlled opposition guys like Ashton Forbes gets like boosted. So he gets millions of views. If I do the same exact video, I get like thousands, like 100 times less. So it's weird. Something's weird going on with with that. Because again, Ashton got on not just in Kenneth Owens. He got on Redacted. That's another like millions. I can show you what he's getting on, and then we'll go to the questions. I just want to show Ashton.
Forbes, you little drifting fucking cunt.
Yeah.
Like, welcome. Like that I've made your life, basically.
Yeah.
Like, career.
So right here, this is on. So for example, here, Ashton was on Redacted in I think November. 1.3 million views in 13 like days. Like that was way back. And it's like, and he gets these like millions and millions of views. Like this channel as well is like an alt media one. It's like Candace Owens, but alt media channel. It's like everywhere he goes, he's just getting pushed very, very strong. I cannot believe how much he's getting on these. But anyways, you're frozen again. All right, guys, we lost Joe again. So we'll go to the comments. All right here. Yeah, the plane is copied, dude. Yeah, okay. Okay, your join call again. Okay. Start call. Okay, off topic into forward to 35 minutes. Yeah, forward there he was, his phone died, and his phone died again. So Joe's getting a cigarette. Team joke. Okay, so.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. So is your phone dead or you're using a different phone? We got a hat. Is this did Ashton get to you? Now this is your clone.
Yeah, this hat is lined with aluminium foil.
Yeah, no, that's good. But anyways, yeah. So Ashton gets like millions and millions of views, and now he's showing up to my channel with like 30, 40 people. Just because again, that's the biggest evidence I've seen so far. Is Ashton was willing to literally go to our channel. All right, so I'll go ask more questions from Rotary Motion and Dave, and then see what else we come across, and so on. Yeah. So what was the third video about? There was a third video. I think he means. I'm thinking he means there was someone combined the two videos into one and posted later. Have you heard about that third video?
All right, what he's talking about, I think, is I mentioned on Reddit once that I had made like a third video. It never got leaked, obviously, because it's too silly. It was like the point of view of passengers in the plane,
Oh wow.
like looking out the window and seeing like these giant orb things. It was really bad. I wasn't proud of it at all. And also it wouldn't make sense for whoever was leaking them trying to like do a hoax, you know what I'm saying? But I did make them.
Holy! So if we have that one would be an epic.
Well, I don't. Like that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like I'm very sorry, like to disappoint you guys. I just don't have any of this shit. Like I've looked, I just don't have it, man. I'm very
Yeah.
sorry.
No worries.
And-
And the emails one too. You said you've looked as well and couldn't find any specific one. But you did
Yeah.
mention that there were some names you didn't want to reveal. But that's something I think privately. If you can tell me the names of people I can directly contact, or that you worked with, or do you want to show me? I won't show anything that you don't want me to show. I'll just be able to just visually see it.
Send you some names. If you are not going to like make them public, because the thing is, like, I have friends that like people have found that I have worked with, right, on like the 21 Pilots music video and shit. One of my mates that I worked with on visual effects for that hit me up and said, "Hey, like, what's going on? There's all these fucking losers contacting me and talking about this UFO video." And yeah, they're just like, it's annoying. It's annoying. Like you gotta understand, like, some of this actually work, right? We're doing a job. We're doing jobs, right? And so for like something like this where it's really spurred by some super dork with glasses who doesn't know how to fucking tell the difference between a video of like perpetual motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like 6 years ago. Yeah,
It was 10. It was 2014, both of them. Yeah.
like
Yeah, no, but that guy also called out. So that same free energy device guy on YouTube actually called out Ashton Forbes as well. Like he was contacted and then he put on his description saying he has nothing to do with with Ashton, and does not approve of him using his photos.
like fuck that.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
like everyone else's work and like misrepresenting it and then just building a career out of it because he wants to like go to hand to someone's show. But being grifter herself.
Yeah. I have a feeling that we may see Ashton like speaking to Congress. That's the first post he did was like a letter to Congress.
I was about to say that's never going to happen. He's just a loser. But
Yeah.
fucking in charge of Congress now. Jesus, people like fucking Ramaswamy and like Musk like involved in government now. Like,
Yeah,
are
yeah.
you kidding me?
Yeah, I wouldn't believe he was going to talk to Congress, but I think he may. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, Elon Musk will be the one questioning him. So, yeah. All right.
Like 50% of Elon Musk's fans are flat earthers.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Company, dude. Like, it's just like how do they square that? I don't understand.
Well, again, if you give them the attention, they don't really care. Because again, I think like most of the flat earthers are just there for the jokes in the community. It's like you have a community of just reality deniers. All right, I see some more questions here. So this one says, okay, Rotary says, do you know Regicide Anon? And his name was Reginald Brister. Okay, that's something about Regicide Anon. Do you know anything about him, or no? Regicide, the guy who uploaded. Yeah. So you literally had nothing to do with those people that were pushing the videos, and
Every I know if they were the person, and everyone said no.
oh. And then this one says, did you use the same background clouds for both the main videos and the third video maybe? Would you use any of that same one, or is it completely separate, the background stuff?
No, they're all separate. The only commonality between them was the 3D assets and the general animation. Although even the animation is tweaked between the two videos that got leaked. No, there's no commonality between any of them really.
Okay. And this question actually, I think Rotary Motion, so he said something about the planes going opposite direction, but I think there's a misconception you had, Rotary Motion, in the chat. You sent a link right here. This video that was uploaded, which I think Ashton Forbes this might be his burner account or someone that he knows, because before Ashton went live, have you ever heard of Ashley Burnett's this account? So Ashton posted in August 2023. That's when you first posted. This video is from January 2023. This was like 8 months before Ashton got on the scene. There's this video. Yeah, these videos. This guy posted going to the right side, but Rotary Motion, I think he posted to this going to the right. If you can see my screen, this one's going to the right because he wanted to match it up with I think because he wanted to match up with this footage. So it
right, like that's just flipped horizontally.
Yeah, he just flipped horizontally. So this video, this guy posted in 20, but he made it, I think, so that it matches up. So he has it going reverse direction. Just so I think he did it just so that it lines up. Okay, so anyways, that's Rotary Motion. Just to answer, I'm answering his question because I wasn't wondering why he meant flipped images. But anyways, so it's going this direction to match up with this. But again, this person right here posted this on January 12th, 2023. So 8 months before Ashton did. And this guy right here, if you someone asked him, hey, where do you find this? Can we get any? Do you have an email we can contact you with? And the email he sends, but he sends this after Ashton started posting. He gives Ashton's email. So this guy gives him. Yeah.
Obviously, like it's
Yeah.
fucking dark.
Yeah. So this guy posted, yeah, gave Ashton's email, MH370X, and he says, and he also shared his Twitter, and he also talks like him too. Like he uses the same word phrase as and so on. So this is his. I think this was his burner account that he was testing out, and his exact same claims. He was saying it's the teleported.
How fucking dork this guy is. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand how anyone can be this fucking dorkish.
Yeah, but again, there's something going on behind him. It's not just they don't just get any random dork, but the guy, yeah, he is a dork, but he's also like a weird psychopath. Like doesn't realize his actions.
Like, people are autistic, but not in the good way. You know where autistic people are like generally pretty good at shit.
Yeah.
He's just not, and it's like he's got all the bad traits of autism, but not. I don't believe that.
Okay. Okay. I got a message right here from Dave. I'll open up privately, and then he said that is this a third video? He's saying is this a third video? He's sharing me a link. I'll share this one right here. Okay. So this one I got a message saying is this the third video or is this different? This is from 11 years ago, June 3rd, 2013. Oh, but this is made after yours. Someone is asking, is this the third video?
No, to me.
Is this video, do you recognize the video or is it anything like the one you were making?
Sorry, it's just delayed.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
I
Sorry.
see it. No, I don't recognize that. That's not mine.
Yeah, okay, so that's not his video. But was it similar to, because this is in the passenger and there's 3 orbs. This was made before, 1 year before Ashton's 2014, or your 2014 video.
The third video I made was really like dodgy. Like it had like a plane window in the foreground and has ship orbs like orbiting the plane.
Yeah.
Oh, there is a plane window in that one.
Yeah, there's
No,
a plane
no,
window. Yeah, but it's different.
No,
Yeah.
it's definitely more like overblown, like as if like a cell phone couldn't cope with the brightness. It was very bright. That's
Okay.
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And wider, so you can see the entirety of the plane window. That was the third video that I made.
Yeah, okay. But this is from 2013, so 1 year before the Malaysian Airlines, and it's got the same setup there, same 3 orbs. So there's a lot of 3 orbs stuff going on. Okay, so that was that question.
Call fucking Ashton Forbes, and it'll get him onto it.
Yeah, he probably has he probably has like a whole hard drive of three orb stuff. He calls himself Ashton Forbes, 4 with an orb. Yeah, 4 orbs.
Right. Yeah, well, like he's sold over Unity, right? So
yeah. Yeah, well, the crazy thing is, yeah, the video he's showing again, the over Unity device he's showing. The guy who actually made that 2014 video is distancing himself from Ashton, saying, "Do not believe this grifter." So we have a free energy device creator telling you don't.
What are you still talking about? I don't understand. Like, it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
has he not did himself enough? Like, I don't like. I'm coming to you saying I made the stupid video. I'm giving you no evidence whatsoever of that.
Yeah.
Like, you just have to take my word or not, and I still feel like I come across more credible than this fucking loser.
Yeah. And he's showing up on the chat, he's showing up on this random chat. But no, you are like again, like I told people before, I 100% believe you made it. 100%. How?
He is like he's obsessed with me.
How does he know you're here? Yeah.
Like blocks me on his like regular accounts, but then I notice like comments from his burner accounts always on everything that I fucking post, even if it's like nothing to do with this bullshit. Maybe I'm talking about like Free Palestine or some shit, and he'll still comment on from burner accounts on those posts.
Well, yeah, that's him for you. And I think he also made a joke about blaming Iran for the MH370 so that U.S. can bomb them. So there's a good the chat. Someone has a good nickname for Ashton, Cashton. All right, it's Cashton. And then I'm gonna power through some more questions, and then see what else we can come across. Okay. Okay, were the two videos in question the right length that we all know, or has some parts been cut off? Yeah, so are they exact lengths that you made them in the raw uncompressed, or are they cut off?
They seem about right for what I have made them. I don't think they're. I don't think they're trimmed.
Mm-hmm.
They're definitely cropped, like visually, like at least the satellite one is cropped,
Okay,
but
so it was bigger
lengthwise,
before. So it was actually
about
bigger?
right.
Okay, interesting. So this is
Yeah.
cropped. It's cropped footage. Yeah, and you can see that it's cropped from those coordinates at the bottom, because they seem to be cropped off. Is that
Oh,
what? Did you make
true.
it like
Yeah,
that purposely, or is it like that before?
no. The coordinates were like fully in frame when I made them.
What do you mean? Because you can see my screen. Because you notice how it's like cropped off. This is the one I downloaded from the
Yeah,
archive.
that was whoever sold the video. They cropped that
Oh, so
to
they
cut off.
cropped it. So you had the actual numbers there.
Yeah.
And yeah. So you actually had the numbers, and they cropped it off, not you. So that's interesting. Yeah, and someone actually calculated the speed that the plane was going based on those coordinates. It was going half the stall speed. Have you heard about that?
No, I don't. I don't know much about planes, and like
Yeah.
I'm guess random numbers. That's all I did. So the way that I got those coordinates basically was I so I had a plane that was when I say plane I mean like a 2D plane, right?
Yeah.
Not an air. Yeah. And I skewed it in 3D just a little bit, right? I tilted it away from the camera, and then I did like there's a function in After Effects, Adobe After Effects, where you can like track the track like a null or an object, but as it relates to the composition. So like it's called 2comp,
Mm-hmm.
right? So when you have a certain object that's moving in like a 3D space, it's tilted slightly away from camera. You can use the 2comp thing to resolve that in a way that it relates to the actual like screen. God, it's hard to explain, eh? But that's what I did, right? So that's what someone pointed out to me, that it was like not quite linear the way that the plane moves versus the coordinates. Like it doesn't make quite linear sense if it was just like a flat plane, and that's because it's not a flat plane. It's tilted away, and I'm the 2comp thing, and then you just like rig that up to some approximate coordinates in the area that it was like that this plane just disappeared from, which I was taking inspiration from. So yeah, that's how that happened. But I gotta really emphasize this. Like I wasn't trying to do anything accurate, right? There is no accuracy here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, how is it so accurate? It's just like, no, you're a fucking moron. You've just been told that it's accurate, right? There is no accuracy. I've just made shit up in my head, right? And done some approximations on Google Maps and got some approximate coordinates and shit. Like, nothing about this is accurate. Like, do you really think, like, military drones have, like, 90s handycam, like, shake to them? Do you really think that they... Like, no, nothing about it is accurate. Like, accurate to what? Like, what are you judging against? What you're judging against is, like, what Ashton Forbes fucking made up in his stupid dog brain, right? None of it is accurate. It's just, it was always only meant to look sort of approximate. And so the way that I usually work is I go a little bit extra and I go, and I make things like, oh, I feel like you add more detail and things sort of follow on from that to add a bit of realism. So you go a bit extra, right? You add some like detail, right? Like the coordinates. I went and like looked on Google Maps for are approximate coordinates for where that plane might have like disappeared from. Turns out totally wrong, right? But at least you have a starting point, right? And so that's all I did.
No, that's great. Yeah, someone was asking. Rotary Motion is asking those coordinates. Did you know where they led to? Is someone saying possibly Diego Garcia? Is that an island or somewhere? Or you just put random ones that you think they were roughly where the plane was?
No, I literally like
Yeah.
opened Google Maps and clicked like randomly.
Oh, okay, and approximately that. And what's also interesting is Ashton Forbes. He graduated from high school in Singapore, like literally right where, like very close to the coordinates where the plane disappeared. And
In Singapore, I know the exact high school that Ashton Forbes graduated from. It's the one with all the fucking Thai ladies, right?
maybe. Yeah.
That high school, right? It's not real high school.
Oh, really?
This fucking loop.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so speaking about the inaccuracy one, because this guy showed us when I looked at it, I was like semi able to confirm it. I'm pretty sure this is right. So the plane was actually approximately half the size of a real one, what it's supposed to be based on the pixel measurements, and the speed was half the stall speed. So if you can calculate the speed it was going based on your coordinates and the seconds in the satellite footage, it's literally like half. Because when it's flying in the high altitude, the air is really thin. So it needs to be going really fast, otherwise you're not going to get enough air inside the engines. So the plane will literally fall out of the sky. So it was going about 220 knots, or about in miles an hour. That's about how much would that be? Yep. Oh, this is kilometers an hour. So this is basically it was going about like 200 or so miles an hour, or I think it's 200 kilometers. But the actual speed should be about 400. So it's about 200 plus kilometers off from where it would literally fall out of the sky. The engines would have stalled. So that's what I wanted to show that. And then someone also asked, if you have a statement, but someone asked right here, why did you pick NROL-22? That satellite, that specific satellite happens to be part of SBIRS, which engages in full Earth monitoring according to Lockheed Martin. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but
Let me answer the previous question first about the speed.
Yeah.
Sick observation, nerds. I don't care. I don't know. I was just trying to make it accurate. Whatever. Fuck
No,
you.
no. But again, this is just more about more about Ashton Forbes. Like, why are you pushing this as teleportation when the size is wrong? Yeah.
NROL. I don't think NROL is an actual satellite. I think it's just a launch system, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know.
How did you? Well, the question is, how did you pick it? Let's say NR. Yeah, the question is, how did you pick NROL? I think it was subtle. Let's go wiki. Or what is NRL?
Well, my thought process generally would be to just
It's a
Google
launch.
what the latest
Okay. Also known
satellite
as.
launch is, and just sort of like, just to make it sort of topical, I guess I would just pick whatever like the most recent launch when I think the idea. But
Okay. Someone says, why did you change the frame rate of the mouse to 24 frames per second? Yet you put the background at 6 frames per second, which indicates a citrus session style video. Was this intentional? Okay, I think that might be Ashton's burner account. Rotary Motion's asking. But anyways, these are questions in the chat. I don't know what those means. If you can answer them. And also, I think the NRO Launch 22 is an American intelligence satellite operated, launched in 2006. And what else? It says Earth monitoring. So these kind of comments, it's like what you could also do is, whoops, I want to go exit. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy and paste this in ChatGPT just to see how accurate this is. Is this statement? This is my quick way. Is inaccurate in key aspects and inflates separate satellite systems. Here's detail. NROL-22 is a classified satellite launched. It is commonly believed to be part of the SDS, a series of relay satellites used to transfer data from reconnaissance satellites. NROL-22 does not appear to be part of SBIRS. So who's right and wrong in this? That the guy in the chat, Ashton's burner, or ChatGPT? SR based primarily for missile warning, missile defense, and battle space awareness. Is a contractor but does not oversee NRL. The claim that NROL is part of SBIRS is incorrect. Serves a different function, data relay, under a distinct program. Anyways, it does not indicate. So Lockheed Martin does not indicate that NROL is involved in full Earth monitoring. All right, so that is basically go deal with ChatGPT on that for that Ashton Forbes burner account possibly. All right, so that's that.
Ashton's just gonna sue like OpenAI now.
Yeah, maybe. Right, so that's one thing I like about ChatGPT. You can have a quick, just to see, just a quick ask it and see if anything makes sense. And then if you can also double check on your own later. But for rule of thumb, it's like it's pretty accurate rule of thumb. Yeah. So let's go further. I just want to power through some more comments or the questions.
Hang on. Can I read one?
Yeah, you could read. Yeah. Go on.
Darren says, it does make sense that Aussie would make this video because the prominence this story had in Australia, and it affected AFL staff whose neighbours were killed. AFL Grand Final time. Yeah.
Okay. What? I don't get. Is this like Aussie humor or?
That's yeah.
Okay.
Don't.
All right.
Hang on. There was one from Witro though that says, why did you change the frame rate of the mouse to 24 frames per second? Yeah, you put background at 6 frames per second, which indicates Citrix. I don't know what Citrix is. Like, I don't know what that is. Like, everyone keeps mentioning that to me. I've never looked it up.
I think they're saying a mouse moving. I think they're saying that they're viewing it from a monitor, and then that's why there's a mouse moving. So the question is, why is the mouse moving in that footage?
Yeah, well, you can tell. I made a mistake also in the mouse movement of the footage. And in fact, like the way that I tracked the mouse is digital. It's animated, right? I tracked from real footage of a mouse that I captured, like with screen capture software, and it was actually 3 or 4 clips that I stitched together to track the mouse, and then you can tell like there's at least one moment where when I'm stitching between 2 different mouse movement tracks where the mouse is supposed to be still, but it's very, very, very slowly drifting, I think. Mm-hmm. You can probably look that up. I don't know if anyone's found that, but like whoever that commenter is, Witcher, go and look it up. Go and look at the fucking satellite video. You will find a moment where the mouse is supposed to be still, but it's very slowly drifting. I know that happened.
When is it? I have it opened right now. Let me know when that is. Was it near the end or the beginning, or when is it?
I don't know where it is, but I know for sure that would happen because because of the way that I stitched them together, there definitely would be a moment where it's supposed to be still and it's just drifting very, very, very slowly.
Oh, okay, very slowly. Okay, so but noticeably, you can notice it though. Let's see what it might be. This one, no.
I don't know. I don't know if you'll notice it. Like, go to a moment where the mouse looks like it's still, and then zoom right the fuck in. But also to answer your question, which are like, why did I change the frame rate? I guess like I know that satellites can't take.
Oh, I think I see it. I think I see it. What? There it is. There's a drifting. This is the first time I've heard about it. You mentioned this when I talked to you, but I didn't know what you were talking about exactly. So this one right here. So watch the mouse. Wait, it's gonna go back to where I was earlier.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
No, I don't know why my mouse just moved. Okay, what just happened? Fit to this, zoom in. I think I found it. Okay, go back. Yeah, there it is. Okay, this thing right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna zoom in and move this. Okay, so you're gonna see it drifting when it's supposed to be still. Okay, play, and yeah, there it is. Okay, so now you see it drifting. Yeah, so it's drifting very, very slowly. Yeah. You see it?
That's what I mean, right?
There it is. Like, there's never before seen footage, guys. Yeah.
But when you stitch together like 4 or 5 different movements that you've tracked from a real mouse, and you don't pay attention to, like accidentally picking up the keyframes, right? Yeah, that can happen.
Yeah, and guys, remember this. Joe's speaking this from memory, and he has a phone on there, and he's looking at my screen delayed 10 seconds, and he spotted. Well, he told. Yeah, you can see the screen on his. Your background's blurred again, so if you want to make it not blurred, up to you. Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah, because each time your phone turns off, you have to reset whatever you made. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, there it is. You can see. You can see that we're doing some Inception right now. There's Joe looking at Joe in the Joe live stream, and there's the mouse moving. So the guys, never before seen footage, mouse drifting, and it's drifting multiple times. I think there's one drifting down. So every time it stops, there seems to be multiple drifts. Yeah.
You'll probably see 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
Where it's supposed to be still, but it's not quite still.
Yeah. So these are all moving at fast. Yeah. So it's literally drifting. Yeah.
And also you'll see aliasing too, which wouldn't happen on a screen record. That a mouse doesn't.
Oh, so aliasing meaning it basically means like it shows its frame multiple times as it's drifting, or
no, I mean like by default anti-aliasing is a thing, so it will like do sub-pixels. So if it's like moving between one pixel and another, it will like smooth out the edge by adjusting the color values of the pixels on the edge, and that doesn't happen with the mouse, but it will happen with this.
So it happens with the mouse, you're saying? Because I see the mouse right here. It seems to be okay. It's dark right here. It seems to be gray right here. Is there something to do with the color? Is that what it is? Let's see what this is. I do want to, if there's a way to stabilize it. Yeah, I think that's one thing would be cool, stabilize. I think I might do a video of that where I stabilize only the mouse the entire time and see what it's doing. Okay. So we could actually...
Well, like I said, I tracked the mouse movement to a real mouse cursor that I just did a screen record of.
It's moving right now. It's drifting.
I never answered Witrix's question. Like, the point was that I know that satellite images can't like record very fast. Certainly, not even like 6 frames per second. I don't think. I don't know. I'm not a satellite expert, but they'd probably be like somewhere in the order of like 1 to 2 frames per 10 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So, but I knew that I had to like have something like slower, so I just like rendered out a video at I think about 5 or 6 frames per second, and then like brought it back in, and it was like a super high resolution video, and then I just like zoomed in at a different timeline at 24 frames per second that I did the animation on, like for the like fake screen movement and stuff. There is another level of it, which is like I think the videos were downloaded at 30 frames per second, but that wasn't me. That was just like whoever uploaded it to YouTube. Okay.
And speaking about that, the frame rate or whatever it is, you're saying the frame rate of the actual footage would be much less, 1 out every 10 seconds. This one's about 6 or 30 or 6 or 20 or whatever those were. But this one here, I wanted to show this. This was all the clouds stitched together. So I've showed you this before. And if you play this at 10x speed, you see nothing moves. Nothing moves. So what you do is you basically, whoever made this made it a global view, so they would basically take a photo, zoom it out, make it all in line. But there's no area where it's moving, and it's like completely still. Yeah, the photos are literally still. And
because they're still in.
Yeah, they're still images. And then if you compare that with a real ISS space station, well, I think compare that with a real one. Here's live footage, and then see from the ISS. You can see like actual thing. So the satellite footage, if you have a satellite, you're gonna see stuff moving. See some clouds moving. Yeah. So here's from overhead. So that's actual cloud movement. So that's actual drifting. Yeah. So that's actual drifting, and then we go back to this one, where it's like, what is that supposed to be? What satellites do? Like just nothing moves. What's going on here?
Again, like I'm not a cloud expert, but I'm pretty sure clouds move. And that's because I took a fucking still image. Yeah, I actually took 2 or 3 still images and I photoshopped them together. But like,
no, that's great.
The only reason I even photoshopped anything was just to like make it match slightly more with the like what you guys are calling a drone video. just so I had like a bit of cloud to like reference, I guess. Like, so I added a little bit more in the bottom right, I think,
Yeah.
of that frame up, just
And
to have something to illuminate, I guess.
and did you know that the drone from the software you used, the camera wouldn't, the camera isn't possible from the actual drone? It would be like, it would need to be hovering around this area. You can see my,
I
yeah.
like I don't like that's the thing, man. Like
Yeah.
none of it was ever meant to look accurate. It's just
Yeah.
meant to look cool. So,
No, yeah, definitely. Because you can see this video. It might be a bit delayed for you, but this is that drone. The camera. The only way to match it with the actual footage with putting the camera in an area that it's not actually where the camera is in real life. Whoops.
yeah, right.
Yeah, you can see I go back to the. Yeah, so this
Hey,
is yeah. The only way to put it is the camera is floating.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I see what you mean.
Yeah, so the camera is actually supposed to be in a little drone thing on the right side, and it would be in front of this thing. So the wing top part wouldn't be visible with the camera.
This is amazing. Like this, god damn it, man. This is so incredible. Like the internet is amazing.
Yeah, I didn't make this part, but I just like sleuth around and find whatever. So there's a leading edge. This wouldn't be shown in the real camera. The camera's right here in this big one. The camera, you can see the housing. It's in front. You're not gonna, even if you were designing it, you're not gonna put it such that you're blocking out with this giant wing area. Like, you're gonna put a camera such that it has the biggest field of view, not blocking off an important section, right in front.
Entertaining the people this promo. I really gotta pee. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, I'll entertain you guys. Yeah, it's a good thing that he's still in it. Yeah, I know he's going strong. It's early morning in Aussie land, and we'll see what else we can go get done here. But yeah, I'm still blown away by the Ashton Forbes. And also going back to the clouds thing, the clouds, if you go to the 10x speed clouds right here, this is, I have it at, what speed do I have? Okay, normal view. This is global view. That's global view. Let's go to the 10x view. This is 10x. So that's 10x. The clouds aren't moving at all in any frame, in any like zone of the frame. It's a composite one. So once you get past that, the plane gets past that area, you're gonna have it. It's gonna be frozen. But there's no movement whatsoever at all in any region around the plane. And that's 10x speed. The footage of the ISS I showed you was normal speed. So this is normal speed. And notice the clouds move, and so now we'll do 10x speed. So here's 10x speed. Yeah, so this is, go back to this overhead one. I just want to go to the overhead one because it's a good vantage point. Where's the overhead? Okay, this is above there. Just want to go to an overhead. Yeah, this one here. So this is 10x speed. Here's 10x speed. You're going to expect a whole lot of stuff moving. That's 10x speed. You can't even get anywhere. Yeah, you're literally going through kilometers and kilometers of this. Yeah. Now the originals, with all the people dissecting this, why are so few interested in 2 by 110 story? Well, yeah, that's because Ashton's crew doesn't want you to. Part of my motive is to separate this from 9/11. All right, there it is. There you are. Okay, I was showing this footage right here. Yeah, sup, Joey. So showing that footage again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this footage right here, this was 10x speed. I forgot to mention. So this is 10 times speed, and the that ISS footage was normal speed. So I made it 10x right now, and notice the difference on the screen. This is what it should have been doing. But going back to the clouds. Oh yeah, there's the clouds. Let's go back. Here's the clouds. So that's the kind of movement. So it's like, yeah. So basically, it's like in a way we're just like. Yeah, it's like trying to beat a dead horse. It's like, how do people not see it's fake? And speaking of the citrus stuff, I asked ChatGPT again, what about this statement, the one about Witro? Why did you change the frame rate of the mouse to 24 frames per second, yet you put the background at 6 frames, which indicates a citrus session style? Was intentionally. And then ChatGPT says this statement is technically plausible, but may reflect a misunderstanding of how frame rates are typically used in video systems. So mouse frame rate at 24 frames per second. That's the cursor on the screen. Background frame rate at 6 frames suggests that the background refresh is intentionally limited, likely to conserve bandwidth or computational one. So you can have different one. This is designed often used in remote protocols like Citrus, so it's a remote desktop protocol, or VMware, where reducing the frame rate for static or less critical content helps optimize performance. Okay, so that's one answer. Remote desktop, like, prioritize cursor movement or other interactive by rendering them at a higher frame rate, and the background is updated at a low frame rate. Intentional design. It was deliberate. It aligns with known techniques to improve perceived performance and bandwidth. Okay, so that's it's to me it seems like just a non-issue. All right, so that's a non-issue in my
Like I said, I didn't even know of Citrix before people started like saying it.
Yeah.
And also, like, one of the other, I've just had this thought now. One of the other ways you could tell that my videos are fake is like mouses don't move at a fixed frame rate. They just don't. Like, if you're on like Windows or Linux or anything, like the refresh rate will basically be as high as it can be. It's variable, and I've animated my shit to a fixed frame rate, so you should Can you not?
Our mouse's frame rate variable in Windows, or are they fixed? They're variable. Yeah, no, that's another good idea. Because that footage was pretty much everything was like just repeating. There's no change. And yeah, so Windows cursor frame rate is redrawn 60 times on 144 times. It's tied to this displays. So updates, tied to the display's refresh rate. Variable frame rate does not impose a fixed rate. Yeah, instead. Okay, so that's a good statement as well. All right, so that's that. Let's see how much we could power through some more. But yeah, great that you're still going strong. It's been like 2.5 hours. So
like I told you, like the last night was such a massive night. I got so drunk.
Oh wow. All right, it's all good. Let's see. Did you add? Okay, this one's question is: did you add the spiral pattern coming of each orb in front and tailing or trailing? Looks like a corkscrew. So it's talking about the orbs and the spiral pattern.
Did you add the spiral pattern coming of
in front and trailing or trailing? I'm not sure what he means. It's a spiral pattern. I'll show it right here.
I know what he's saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Talking about that.
Like,
yeah, because there's some corkscrew there. This part right here. It looks like the tail is it trailing or is it leading? Okay, this is going forward. I'm going forward. It looks like there's something in front of this orb.
It's both. So, all right. So the actual animation itself is on like, if you can imagine like a 2D plane that each orb is like circling around, and it's just it's oscillating in a different like vector as well. There's a super simple mathematical way to make that sort of pattern, and just sort of. But what that is you're familiar with like how digital like motion blur works?
Digital motion blur? Your phone I think is a bit cutting off. What was that? Digital motion blur or motion what?
Motion blur.
The phone is the internet's like cutting off. It's like on and off your audio.
Real bad.
Like, yeah, it was just going on and off. I don't know. So you said digital something.
Yeah. So digital motion blur basically.
Yeah.
When you're animating in a timeline, like time isn't really linear, right? Like it doesn't matter, but forwards or backwards makes no difference to the computer, right? And so what I had experimented with is doing like a an overlaid pattern of motion blur, like taken to the extreme. So if it was like motion blurred, as if it was motion blurred over like 5 whole frames or something like that. And then you can set exactly whether it's preempting the orb or trailing the orb. It doesn't matter to the computer because like it's just a frame basis, right? So that's where that came from, and then I just sort of had a certain video layer like superimposed on top with like I think I ended up doing it as like an overlay blend mode. No. Yeah, I don't know. It was like overlay or like soft color or I don't know. It was some blend mode, right? Because I thought it looked cool, right? It was like a trail that like both trailed it and preempted it, and whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, yeah. It does look like it's a bit in front and back, so you can see my slow motion. And then I think JK Philly fan says, "Oh, can Joe describe what happens 1 second prior to zap in satellite footage?" Okay, so he's saying describe what happens here. I think it's that. Okay, let's go back here. Let's see what this comment is. Okay, this is 1 second before. He's saying what happens 1 second before. So it's at 3:10:25. Let's go to 3:09:25. So this right here. So he's saying what happens 1 second before. Fitcher says no one is saying the satellite video is filmed from a satellite. Smaller satellites are picking up data and beaming it to ground-based computers where it gets rebuilt in a rendered environment. All right, so we got Vitro and JK Philly fan, aka Ashton Forbes. His goons are working overtime. So I'm playing this video. This is 1 second before. So what happens here? So nothing happens. This is teleportation one. So he's saying, can you describe what happens 1 second prior to the zap in satellite footage? So what do you have to say about this?
Can you play it again?
Yeah, I'll play it right here. This is just 1 second. And something happened. Yeah. I'll just play it in a loop so that you can try to figure out what this guy's saying or what his agenda is. Like, what does he mean? There's nothing going on. Just a...
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I think... So anyways,
I know what happens. Yeah. Plane is abducted by aliens, as you can see with the flash there. Like, that's aliens.
Yeah. So we got like this advanced technology going on. There are aliens teleporting planes. Yet Ashton Forbes is showing up on our live chat with like 40 people saying, "Hey, stop, whatever."
Yeah, right. Like it's just like next stop Candace Owens live chat, right? Like because like
Yeah. So it's like I cannot believe like Candace Owens is like it's like yeah, you could be a grifter too, but it's like that big of a channel. Don't you have any like you have a team that at least can Google satellite?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So that's like I don't understand. It's just crazy. But anyway, if anyone like chat, if anyone knows Candace Owens' team, tell them to hit me up. I want to go on and correct the record.
Yeah. Definitely, yeah. Someone tag at Candace Owens. Actually, we could do that right now. We'll do that live right now.
I know the burning question you're all waiting to ask.
Yeah.
Why are my teeth? Well, that's because I've been drinking red wine all night, and also my teeth are just bad because I don't look after them. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Yeah. That's what that is.
No worries. It then actually it was hard to tell from the camera, so you're good to go anyways. All right, I'll add Candace Owens. How do I tag Candace? Candace Owens. Get on the live chat ASAP. Let's go. Okay, so Candace Owens has been warned. Okay, and now going. Okay, now we have questions from Joe. These ones are a bit more just quicker. So how do you feel having created the ghoulish monster Ashton Forbes? How do you feel about that?
I feel embarrassed because like there's some stupid dork attached to my name now, and I don't want that. I want to be known for like creating good shit, not like whatever this grip fucking dickhead is trying to do with the community of stupid people like who believe in like UFOs and stuff. So I don't know. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah. Okay. So you feel embarrassed about Ashton Forbes, and he hasn't threatened any legal action against you because he was saying to the clouds guy, the Jonas DeRoy, the one who took the photos of clouds. He was threatening him in his DM, saying he's gonna sue him and his family or something.
Like I said to my friend when I read that note about it, I was like, I 100% guarantee you he's never going to pursue legal action with me. Right? Like, he knows that it's, you know what has to happen? Like, I have to be lying for legal action to actually, like, he knows for a goddamn fact that that his entire, like, career is stupid videos that I made.
It's pretty impressive though how he's done it. That's okay. And okay, now the question is another question. Do you remember where you got the real footage of the 777 used in the drone video? The one that you used, was it stock footage or you just collected it somewhere, or do you take it?
There is no real footage of a 777.
No, it wasn't. Which is the real one you said at the beginning? The one after the zoom in?
There is real footage of a plane. I don't remember what type of plane it was, but it was just some handycam like plane footage that I had. I think my brother took it actually.
Okay.
But it was just some generic like handycam footage that I happened to have access to. It wasn't of a 777. I deleted the plane and replaced it.
Okay, so it was just it wasn't a 777, it was a random plane that your brother took the video. Okay, so that makes sense. So the question is, does your brother have that video still?
No.
Okay, so that's another would have been epic. And then a guy Bud Green Jean says Candace Owens' director is in Antarctica right now for the 24-hour sun challenge. No way. So they're going to be disproving flat Earth or proving it. Yeah, so he's saying that Candace Owens' director. No way.
Right.
So we got Candace Owens.
Definitely knows that the Earth is not flat. So it's like, what? Why are you doing this? Well, it's to get. All right.
Well, she got millions of views with the Ashton Forbes grift. Flat Earth one is still going strong. So. Okay.
Uncle Ruckus over here, like Candace O. Jesus.
Oh, Baker Tuts is in the show finally. Okay, what's up, guys? Baker Greer, the big VFX channel guy. He's like 172,000 subscribers. All right, let's go. Hi, Baker. Okay, Baker, you missed it. Ashton Forbes joined the show like an hour ago to like mock us and make fun of our low views. Candace Owens' Brit husband does her research, I think. Okay, interesting. So Candace Owens' British husband does her research, someone says in the Rumble. Okay, so yeah, Baker Tuts, great to have you here, and yeah, we've been having quite the show right here. So Ashton came on the show, trashed us, and he has a couple of his goons still talking about the NROL22, like all these like big words, and like the citrus session. I first heard about that from Ashton. I'm like, what's this guy talking about?
I'm not interested in what Ashton and his goons say. I'm interested in what that VFX guy has said.
Yeah. Oh, the VFX guy. Yeah. What's your thoughts of VFX guy on the Ashton Forbes stuff, and possibly if you want to get on the chat and actually talk as well, you can feel free to do it. You can email me. Feel free to email me at contact@MES.fm, and I'll send you a link to the Skype meet now, and you can join the chat if you want to talk to another VFX expert and Joe. So he's right here. You can talk to him if you want a Baker. And I'll open up my email in case I'm getting emails. I forgot to even open up. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably getting messages that I didn't even check. Okay. Oh, okay, I'm getting some messages. Yeah, no one recent. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, so if you want to get on the chat, be there, and I'll just show you his channel. Go to channel. Yeah. Have you done any videos on the MH370 Baker? Pump it. Okay, Kevin Smith says pump it. I see MH370. There's no MH370, so get on it. He has 172,000 subscribers and none there. Do it, Baker. So M21 original says do it, Baker. So you can join the chat if you want. I'll send you a link if you want. Just send me a personal message on, and let me know if it doesn't go through, if it goes to spam or whatnot, because we have quite the show going on. Okay, so we have that, and I'm gonna go until he gets more. If he responds, I'll continue on the next question. Do you have any idea how the video was leaked? Yeah, that's the question. Yeah, so you're saying that possibly the Frame, what was it called? Frame IO? What was it? Frame, what was the company called? Frame.
I'm like 60% sure I was on Frame IO at that point. Like, that was when it was beta.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, you can Google it, right? Like, when was Frame IO launched? Was it like the year after?
I think it was, yeah, this Frame IO right there. Okay, this is the website, Wiki. I think I saw it on Wiki before. It was created in 2014, I think. Frame IO. It was, so Adobe bought Frame IO in 2019. Frame.io in 2021. So when is Frame.io? I'll ask ChatGPT. I already had this before. Let's see where it is. Frame.io. Yeah, so this is when I called you 2026 and we asked it. So it was founded in 2014, and it was beta. Yeah, so it was beta, and that's when you were testing it out, and then it got bought by Adobe in 2021 or 2019.
Like I basically used at that period of time, like a decade ago, I was probably on mostly Google Drive and Dropbox. And we would have been testing out Frame.io because, like, I've used Frame.io since then. A lot of shit. It's so good. Yeah.
So it says here, ChatGPT says it was. Yeah, it's getting it. I don't know why it was officially. Oh yeah. So it was officially launched on March 31, 2015. So a year after, but it was founded here. And when was the beta? When was the beta launched? And you were testing out the beta. December 1, 2014. This allowed users. That's probably earlier. No. Before it's public, 2014. Is it December 1st? So you got it before December 1st? Or was it alpha beta? Frame.io. Yeah, but anyways, it's ChatGPT talking about beta. Let's see what it says. Frame.io beta launch 2014. So that's saying December 1st. But yeah, it's still, the year is good enough for me.
Yeah, we had. Because I know a few people like in the industry like that are doing shit like this, and so you know, sometimes we get early access to shit.
This one is
I'm sure that's just what it was.
Yeah, this article is from before when it's launched as well. This is I think July, and they're saying announces launch of cloud-based platform, and yeah, no, it checks out like it's in beta. And checks out is April. This was right here. This date right here. 2014 July. If you look at the date there, yeah. So July it was launched there, and yeah. So you probably had early access to that, and it doesn't look like it. Okay. Yes, go Baker. So if Baker hasn't messaged yet, so if he wants on it and he can talk, but until then I'll keep reading the comments. I mean, keep reading the questions. So Joe made the videos. Okay, right here. Oh no, that was my own stuff there. Okay, where there are any Spanish Brazilian students in your circle, and also yeah, going back to that video leak. So you're saying the people at Frame.io or whoever the team was involved may have access, and they probably just leaked it as a joke or whatnot, or what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know where it came, where like I mean, it was shared to a bunch of people, and like I said, I was like beta testing some software.
Okay. Yeah.
So my guess is it's probably someone from Frame.io that might have like uploaded it, or it might have just been someone I know that's never owned up to it. I don't know.
Okay, and that's the thing. If you know who you sent it to and who it was sent to, and if you can possibly give me those emails privately, I could probably ask them nicely, like one by one, just if they have any anything on it. Just because like. Getting any sort of like additional info on it might be quite hilarious. I might get
I've asked around and no one's like coughing to it, right?
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
um,
So this is a website Frame.io. And okay, now the next one is okay, where there are any Spanish Brazilian students. Okay, were there any Spanish Brazilian students in your circle of friends? As there were some rumors it was uploaded by a Spanish or Brazilian channel. Yeah, so was there in that circle of friends or the people, the Frame.io or anything that you were working with? Spanish/Brazilian students?
yes, there were. Uh, yeah, probably, yeah.
Okay, so Spanish, he's saying yes. So if there were some leakers, there's some circles are saying it was first leaked possibly in a Spanish or Brazilian channel before Regicide and on.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah.
So it might be one of your Brazilian friends, Raul, or just making up words, or Ronaldo.
Yeah. That'd be Pepe for sure.
Okay, so so we found out who leaked it, guys. It was Alejandro.
Giancarlo.
Okay, yeah, we've narrowed it down to Pepe, Raul, Alejandro, Carlos.
Carlos, that's who it'll be. For
You
sure.
should have known it was Carlos. You should have known.
Should have known.
He almost had that smirk on his face, huh? We knew about it. All right. If you had to do it all over again without blowing it up and had more time, how would you have made it look more authentic if you had more time? Okay, that was a question from Dave.
Yeah, so if I had more time, I mean, if I wanted it to look realistic, there's a difference, right? When you're doing visual effects, there's a difference between making shit realistic and making shit that looks visually appealing. And oftentimes they are not the same thing. If I wanted to do a hoax, well, then I would research how actual thermal cameras on drones actually work, because I'm sure they definitely don't look like 90s handycam shake.
Yeah, so that video guy just sent me, told me to check my check my mentions, and he mentioned me on X, and he includes screenshots of yours. Well, these are your messages from December 2023, I'm assuming. You look a bit different in that photo, though. So these are, if you want to check your screen, I'll read them out here. He's screenshotting some of your messages, and I'm going to read them out. What do you think on this? He said, December 8th, 2023. It's over. I found the same image the other week. It was a very easy debunk. The VFX were decent, but obvious to spot for those of us in the know. Yeah. Okay. And I don't know what he's trying to say. There's maybe then think tank,
because I didn't want to claim it at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I was just being cheeky, and I didn't think it was a big deal. But that was before fucking King Dork himself, Ashton Forbes, blocked me after I explained the shit to him. And then what happened was there was a guy named Jonas, I think, who was the original photographer of
the Clouds
guy. Yeah. And then he started getting all kinds of I don't know,
threats.
Internet.
Yeah, he was getting attacked big time. Okay, Baker just said been gone. Yeah, been gone the last 10 minutes. What should I do? Email me at contact if you want a link to join the chat. Yeah. So I'll say Joe wants to talk to you. Yeah, going on here. Yeah, so go back here.
Really legit in the industry. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
mean, this guy will know obviously that they're fake. He will have a fairly good idea of how I put them together. But it's just someone like that is much more interesting to me than some super dork like Ashton.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Baker says got to leave for a work dinner party in 15. No worries. No worries. Even if he has If you want to just jump in and say hi, but it's all good. Yeah, so I'll read out the continual comment here. I'll just put the link in the chat so that Ashton can join. No, Ashton, well, he's gonna probably put some D pics. Like last time, someone just somehow hacked into my stream link and started drawing big giant D's. All right. So going back here, this is December 8th, 2023. I just want to get the lined up properly. Yeah. So on your Reddit account, you were saying that. Yeah, where is the? Yeah, you were saying it was you, but you never disclosed that you were Joe. In your Reddit one. Yeah. So this was in actually no, this was December. Yeah. You actually never mind. This is actually December. I got them for some reason. I thought it was August. Yeah. So December 12th, 2023, is when you said it was you, and that the screenshots that guy sent, screenshots December 8th. Yeah, you were saying, bro, it's over. I found the same image, etc. And then you said it was already impossible to come back from the dozens of other pieces of evidence. But some people switch off their brains. I guarantee you this won't stop Ashton from continuing his grift. And you got that right. It's been over a year. Yeah, it's been literally over a year, and he hasn't stopped his grift. And Jonas DeRoe says you can download the raw files in the description. As far I'm concerned, this case is not complete. This is CB. Anyways, it is it 100% is. It took me less than 20 minutes to completely 100% know for almost certainly with zero doubt about how both videos were fake. Everything else is just silly and overkill. I mean, here's a lazy plane mask for the comp. So yeah, you showed the plane mask. Okay, there's the plane mask. Why isn't it? So you showed it in December 12th of 20.
Yeah, that was the first instance of me showing that. Like I was being a bit cheeky because I didn't want to cop it at that point, but yeah, I was just trying to like point out like they're obviously fake, man. It seems very obvious to me. Like I don't know if it seems super obvious to you guys, but like it seems super obvious to me, because I made them. But like even if I didn't, like it would seem obvious. Like they're just obvious facts. Like we get it. Like it's just like. It's like, a dime a dozen of these types of fakes, but like, it's weird. This one has like lasted, and like promulgated so far, I guess.
Yeah. Because I again, like I was saying, something's going on, and it's all occurring at the exact same time when the UFOs were being talked about in Congress, like with seriousness. So it's like all happening at the exact same time. So I'm like, what's going on here? And also Baker Tut says, a quick question for you. It seems like Pyromaniac was used in both videos for the Zap. Keystroke was used in both videos for the 3D models. CG Textures was used in the satellite video clouds. What is the source for the drone video clouds? And again, I want to chime in. One of them, the real footage that he used was possibly his brother filmed, random plane. And also CG Textures or what? Well, we're saying, was that clouds also CG Textures? Because you said you used some of the fake stuff in the in the infrared one or the drone one. He's basically asking where do you get these clouds these cloud footage from? The clouds background.
Oh, for the
drone. The drone at the beginning where you said that you faked the plane with the contrails. And then what's the background? Where do you get that stock footage from? Or Jets? Or no, he's saying, is it Jetstrike or is it yourself?
No, okay. So Jetstrike was like was most of it. So that's the foreground drone. That's the contrails. The clouds themselves was, I think, like if you, I don't know if you're able to go back in internet history, but there was at one stage there was a tutorial specifically to how to make it like a cloud sky scene, and it also included how to do contrails, and that was like in 2013, 2014, something like that. So that was entirely digital for the first I don't know, I want to say like 6 or 8 seconds, basically. And that's why there's that, dodgy, fake camera shake going on.
Yeah.
But then once it zooms in, it transitions to real footage. And that's why that shake looks much more authentic. Well, not
Yeah.
for a not for
Yeah.
a military,
Yeah.
but
So,
like for
just to confirm, so but these before you used the real footage, these background was it jet strike, these clouds, or was it stock footage? It seems to be a bit moving, maybe. Like
no,
during the
I
shake, yeah. And he says
don't
2D
think
to
it's.
2.5D clouds, but from where? He's basically asking what are these clouds from?
I gotcha. Like for the first like
Yeah,
6 seconds or
yeah,
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 yeah.
that one. Because the other one is real afterwards. This one is, yeah. I'll just keep playing in a loop.
I don't remember. I don't remember. Um, I feel like it might be just like a standard 3D asset that came with a tutorial on how. Like, hang on, has anyone like gone and looked up like sky generation um 3D tutorials from 2014?
On jet
Because you
strike?
probably find.
Yeah, there probably is. There probably is. 2014 sky cloud generation and then jet strike co-pilot.
The jet strike would come in like on at the very last stage, right? Like that's when I'm compositing in After Effects, but I'm pretty sure that those were just like a standard like 3D
Okay.
tutorial scene that I would have downloaded.
Oh, so you downloaded from oh, so you made it a 3D and then downloaded. So you just made it it wasn't necessarily jet strike. It was just a random 3D generation
The
3D.
themselves, yeah, yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure.
yeah, so you made a custom. This is Sky Cloud variant 3D version. This is 2014 Sky Cloud.
Yeah, yeah,
This one
something like
here.
that. Because
Yeah.
so this is where in my personal arc, this is where I was like trying to learn some 3D, like, and I chose Cinema 4D to learn a bit of that. This is before I started using Blender and shit, right? And again, I'm not like a 3D artist. Like, I'm
Okay.
really not at like that's not my specialty. I can do compositing pretty well, and I am exceptionally good at color grading, but and I'll do like VFX supervising and stuff. But as a 3D artist, I suck. Like
Okay.
I would, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was just sort of learning how to do shit. So I was like looking through tutorials and shit at that time.
Yeah, and then so
But
Baker Tuts was saying but from where? So jet strike is for plane and drone models. Clouds are not related to jet strike. Okay, so they're not really that. That was my saying. Because again, I'm not a VFX guy. Are they masked 2D clouds set in a 3D space? Are the clouds a plugin or an image? And then Kevin Smith says, "Come on, dude, tell the truth." What do you mean? He's telling you what he thinks or what he remembers. So you used you're thinking that from what you remember, you used a 3D generator of clouds or whatnot. Or what do you say to these questions by Baker, Tuts, and others? And you can see my screen.
yeah,
Yeah. This screen is
I,
3D 2014 Cloud
I,
variant 3D.
yeah, I was just following tutorials on how to like make like scenes of certain like types, right? I was doing a whole bunch of different things at the time, but this would have been probably like how to create a realistic
Yeah.
sky scene in 3D, right?
Yeah, there's a
Because
bunch.
there
Yeah,
is
there's a bunch. This is 12 years ago. This is 2012. This is 2010, 2014. 2014 clouds and 2D for those 3D challenge. So did you use 2D
yeah,
or was it 3D? Was it pure or
no,
okay. Yeah, it's a
yeah,
question.
definitely through
Yeah, so you made
for the
3D,
first.
not 2D, not 2D into like a 3D. Yeah, but again, my view is this is a non-issue. This is pretty standard stuff out of all of them. But he says, yeah, but how? He's saying, how did you make them? So that's Baker Tuts. So you YouTubed which one and you picked which one did you pick? Just random. Do you remember at all? That's something you can check in your YouTube history for later. But
No,
anyways,
no.
yeah. But again, like you're saying, this is I think a bit extra. Like I never even bothered asking about those.
No, I got you. Like I got it. Like it's like I definitely was following like a couple of tutorials at the time, and one of them was to do with the contrails of from that actually is from I think the jet stroke. Is that where that one's from? Maybe.
Which one?
Whatever.
Jet Strike or no? Okay.
I I think the Jet Strike pack was the one that I got the contrails from.
Okay.
I think. No, I
Co-pilot.
saw like
Yeah, Jet Contrails. Yeah, this is a 2013 video asset. Okay, video servers down. Yeah, Copilot,
well,
Jet Strike. Yeah, video lines of FLR. Yeah, so this was posted on that same thing, Airline Abduction 2014. Here's a GIF showing the full alignment, and I think it's showing Jet Strike setup. Oh, that's this stuff. No, I want the different one.
yeah, read it, right. So you can probably actually like look closely at those contrails and see that they are not true 3D assets. They're actually 2D assets that are like animating like multiples of them, so like sprites, I guess, almost. Um,
Okay, and then Baker Todd says there's basically only two main methods. It shouldn't be hard to remember: masking out 2D photos or using some kind of 3D plugin. So you're saying that the contrails was
no,
2D plugin, or what is?
okay, so I want to clarify for Baker. The first the video splits, right? So after it zooms in, it's a completely different video.
Yeah.
The first part where
this
you
one here.
see like the jet strike like drone in the foreground is completely 3D, 100%
Okay.
CGI.
So it's all 3D. There's no 2D like masking or whatever.
Yeah. But when I say 3D, that might also include like sprites, and so those are like pseudo 2D things within a 3D world, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Would those be the clouds, or is that also just 3D? You're basically saying is these clouds before the real footage? And then now this becomes like pretty much real footage that you're using. But the thing is, it kind of merges with it. I'm leaning towards the clouds are real or like actual footage. Is it? Because if I look at it from here, and then if I transition, it's a smooth
like
transition.
A bit delayed. Just keep in mind.
Yeah. I'll talk, but so I'll repeat it back and forth just so you know. So like, because you're saying it eventually becomes real footage, but when I zoom out and in, it looks like it matches up pretty much. Like these clouds here match up. If I go back and forward, it matches up. So possibly the background was the real footage the whole time, or is that not? Is that out of the picture? Okay, no. But you use something overlaid.
I don't know. There's a point where the camera like it jerks off to the right or something, and there's a split point there for sure.
Yeah, and it's going to the right now. Yeah, almost. I mean to the left. It goes to the left.
Yeah, maybe left. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes to the left out of the screen, and then the plane gets like more focused. So here it is. Yeah, so plane is out of focus. Okay, I'll wait till it's live stuff. Baker Todd says, "I'm not convinced. Sorry." Okay, again, these are having some VFX debates. And then the next
that's
one.
cool. Like, we'll have a conversation about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all right. So see where like it pans off to the left, and it loses the clouds.
Yeah.
That's 100% a split point.
Yeah. So it's a split point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a split point. But again, the question is he's asking about the clouds itself. So at what point is the real clouds and what point is the fake clouds? Is the question. Because but again, it looks all blurry anyways. It doesn't even look like it.
Well, okay. So once it's on the plane, like hang on. I don't know where you are on your screen because I'm delayed, right? But once it's like zoomed in on the plane, that is 100% real plate at that point.
Okay, because here's the thing. Okay, so here is I'll let you know when I'm not moving. Okay, so I'm not moving anymore. And now if I zoom, now it's a zoom in. This is the real footage.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's real footage. Okay. And yeah, so that's real footage. But the question is, I was saying, because it's like the clouds still match it when I zoom out. until there's like a blurry sense right here. Okay. If there's any part, I'll assume this part is fake. But again, it's so blurry that even if you used real or fake, it's like it doesn't really matter. Anyways, I think we're spending too much time on that. Let me know if you recall your memory on that part. And yeah, so going back in here, so again, like you just stated. So yeah, so I got this when I way back in the stream like 2 hours ago. I thought for a second I thought it was August 12th. Yes, no, so December 12th is when you got notice of it. Okay, that makes more sense. So December 12th is when you said I made the original hoax videos and I will prove it, and then they removed your post, and then you did a debunk 3 days later, and then you said February 2nd, 2024. Say I'm the creator. There's a AMA, and then nothing since then. And this post right here, yeah, you were literally December 12th, 2023. You found that the masking here, yeah. So you found the mask at the frame there. But then you were acting as if someone else did. So again, this was 12 days. Yeah, this is 4 days. And when did you make it public? As you said on Reddit, but did you show that you were Joe on Reddit? Because on Reddit you posted December 12th, but didn't have your real name.
I actually have to give Mick West credit here because like I guided him to make this mask. Yeah. I didn't make it myself.
Oh, okay. So Mick West made it and you told him.
Yeah, I told him how to make it. And he made it, and then I reposted his image there.
And you messaged him through DM or Mick West?
I think it was public. It might have been DM. No, I think it was public. Yeah.
Okay. Was it? What's his ad account? At Mick West. Okay, so you probably added him here. Let's see. Yeah, well, latest. Okay, November. Yes, you were in contact with him.
Yeah.
It's exact asset. Oh, at least 2 frames of the thermal camera pop and the frame of the satellite camera pop, the exact asset used. So yeah, you were literally November 20th. And just to give an example, when did I make my video on this? This was, I'll close some of this stuff. Yeah, so this one rotates wrong way. I started making these November 24. Okay, so I think because I didn't find this out. I saw it on Reddit. So someone literally, yeah, and you were before when I posted it. So I saw it on Reddit. Someone probably shared your stuff, or I might have seen yours somehow. Go to the, yeah, because that's pretty clear stuff. Okay, I'm going further. And this was before my video, so November 20th, except I made the video actually a bit earlier. Okay, let's go back here. Just scroll to the bottom. Okay, I think you're frozen. Okay, we lost Joe again. I want to go to this one. Orb, duplicate frame. Okay, this one is the earliest one I made actually. November 21. Okay, so you predated my video, and I literally got it from yours. December. Camera pop. And you said the exact same thing. I knew as soon as this Ashton guy responded to me the first time, he was full of it, and when he just blatantly lies in his videos. Okay. And yeah, you were in contact with Mick West. All right, we're back. The call ended. We'll do one more, and then I think we'll probably end it with 3 hours in. All right, Joe, we are. Okay, November 20th. Yeah, you're going harder. Okay, we're back. Okay, so we'll just do a few more minutes. I think we're pretty much in. And yeah, I think your phone died or whatnot. I think you're muted as well.
I'll show you exactly what's going on, right? So I have this battery.
Yeah.
This thing, and it's giving me like false readings. Like it goes from 100 down to 0 like instantly. So
wow.
I thought that I had all the power in the world, but no, I don't. That's
okay. Yeah, but I am on your X account. Yeah, your November 20th is when you're posting a whole lot about that duplicate frame. And again, duplicate frame. I made my first video about the duplicate frames on one day after yours. So November 21st is when I posted the video, and I got it from Reddit. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, you were, and it looks like you were the guy actually who started that part. So yeah, it was you. Going further,
I think I also was the first person to point out that in the satellite video, like the satellite video on YouTube as it existed, like where people got it from, was a fake 3D
yeah.
like image, and I remember like dark ass Ashton was trying to explain it by with multiple satellites.
Yeah. And this is also here, yeah, so fake 3D, I think. I've no idea about military drones. I just found a random model on a stock 3D site and eyeballed the camera position. I thought the bigger tells, yeah, and this is, again, a year ago, tell me exactly the same thing that, you were telling me exactly the same thing you typed.
Yeah, and the reason you like here's something you can test for yourself, right? Like you can look at the fake 3D image and you can see that the grain matches on the left and the right eye, which obviously
Yeah,
wouldn't happen, right?
yeah,
So that was something that was not me. That was YouTube.
yeah,
There was
YouTube.
a
I remember that.
yeah, you remember when they were like automatically doing like this
Yeah, they were doing the 3D testing, yes. You could turn a 3D mode on.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so that's the video that was saved on YouTube in the Wayback Machine or whatever.
Hmm. Yeah, no, yeah, so this is great stuff. I didn't know you were tweeting way back, and yeah, right around that same time, you're telling us pretty much exactly what we all know. No, that's good stuff. And this one, so Mick West made this one here. No, that's good. And I've already showed this high contrast one, and it's pretty straightforward. I'll show it as we end the stream. And I think is there a bit more questions? I think a few more. I just want to see what else we can power through. So Joe made the videos after MH370 happened for a UFO project his friend was interested in. Okay, Joe doesn't know why the videos have gone viral and have a life of their... No, that was my own comment. Never mind. Okay, I'm going here. Your friend who has the interest in UFOs, do they have any other work or similar videos made by anyone else? So their question is, your friend who's interested in UFOs, does he have any other work on there? Any other similar work?
My friend who like I made the videos for,
Or
I'm not sure.
Possibly that, or if you have another friend interested in UFOs. It just says who has interest in UFOs. This was the question from Dave. Your friend who has an interest in UFOs, do they have any other work or similar videos made by anyone else?
Well, the person that I made the videos for is definitely like making movies, has made really quite substantial things, and also teaches. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to put the names because, like, you know what I mean, man. Like, the people in this fucking community are weird, bro. Like, they're just like they found people that I have worked with in the past.
Yeah.
I worked on the 21 Pilots music video with. They found him and he hit me up and said, "What the fuck's going on here?" And I'm like, "Oh, let me tell you a story." I don't want that to really happen. I mean, they'll probably find people that I've worked with anyway. I freelance, so it's not like I'm employed by anyone. I make my entire living because I'm really good at what I do in freelance. But yeah, just the same. I don't really want to drop names, honestly.
Yeah. No worries, no worries. And again, if you're comfortable sharing me privately, I'll keep it private. You got my word for that. I think one more question here. One more question. As he loves greyhounds and New Zealand has banned them, any tips on living and caring for a greyhound? And why is New Zealand banning them? What's going on here?
Well, I'll tell you why they're banning them. It's because it's a shit industry. Like, we're basically like monetizing this this industry where like dogs are treated as like gambling chips, and it's not cool because like when I adopted my greyhound, I had one before with my ex-girlfriend, who's now moved, unfortunately. When I adopted mine, like the entire cost, the total cost was $100 because they need people to fucking adopt them. because what happens is like they breed them to race, and as soon
Mhm.
as they're not winning, they just chuck them out. They like give them up, and they need homes, right? And without like the gambling industry, that wouldn't exist. And so, and oftentimes when they don't get adopted, they get destroyed. And so they live this life of doing nothing but like racing to try and make their owners money. And if they don't win, then they just they don't get to see their dog family anymore. They get adopted out or destroyed.
Mhm.
And it's just like it sucks, man. Like it really sucks. It's not a good industry at all, and that's why New Zealand is banned it, and I hope that Australia follows.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I didn't know about that. Yeah, so greyhounds are the race ones, and they just throw them out. Holy, yeah, it's wild. Yeah, so they're banning. No, well, they're banning greyhound racing. Oh yeah, it's a greyhound. I thought they're banning greyhounds. No, okay, no, they're banning greyhound racing or both.
No, just racing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought he says they're banning. Okay. Yeah, I got them mixed up. Yeah, so yeah, New Zealand has banned them, and then tips for living in the, anyway. Yeah, so basically, get a greyhound is the takeaway from this live stream, and then start your own racing. Just joking. Start your own ethical racing setup there. They need to have a pension and union. Yeah. So basically, start a racing one, but the dogs have a union and pensions and so on. So you gotta anyone that's retired, you have to pay for them. All right. Yeah, that's pretty epic stuff going on here. Is there anything else? Yeah, we've gone in 3 hours now. It's pretty good.
What comments haven't I answered? Sorry, I know that some of my answers haven't been particularly good and stuff like
no worries. Jeremy says, does this any of this explain Rudolph's ability to lead the sleigh and deliver so many presents? Is it all teleportation? Yeah. Natalie Revisionist is saying, what does live in Australia that's turning into a no free speech police state? All right, are you living in a police state right now?
No, I don't think so. Like, I'm not a fan of our government over here. I think we have the same as in America, right? We have like two parties that are very similar.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a member of an alternative party. In Australia, I'm a member of the Greens.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the same as the Greens in America. In Australia, they're actually a real, legitimate power, right? Because we have like a voting system that is like a preferential. What do you call it over there? Like a
first past the post. I think ours is like first past the post or something like that. Is the voting where it's a stake weighted? It's like weighted voting, or you voted your preference. You don't just vote.
That which is like choice. I think you guys call it. And because of that, we've actually established like a pretty strong Greens party, and they actually have real say because like if neither of the big parties win Parliament, then the next biggest party, which would be the Greens, right, has sort of a balance of power, right? So they can be the ones to decide whether bills get through or not. And so that's why I volunteer for them, because I want some representation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's not like in America where it's like if you vote for alternative party, you're gonna get hated on by both parties, saying that you're stealing or you're giving away your vote. And Gringland says, M21 Original says, I'm going to adopt a greyhound. Okay, so you got someone's gonna adopt a greyhound. So we've.
Good, love it. Yeah. Love to hear it.
And speaking about ChatGPT and Ashton Forbes, he does a lot of images using AI. Uses like AI with the orbs and so on, and I'm pretty sure a lot of his posts are ChatGPT because he posts. Let's see if I'll calculate out. Someone calculate out how much he posts, or just summarize how much he posts per day. Ashton Forbes. Guess how many tweets he does a day. Ashton.
I don't know who that is.
No, Ashton Forbes. I'm saying. Guess how many tweets Ashton Forbes has done per day? Like,
Dark loser. I don't know
Oh,
who
yeah,
that
that guy.
is.
Yeah, Dark. He's like this is like Star Wars. He's Dark loser. Dark grifter. Oh no, it's Dark Sidious or something. Yeah, I think so he never posted before. Like he barely posted on Twitter, and then right when MH370 when he started posting hundreds of times every single day to point. I think it's like he got to like, and he's going increasing and increasing. I'm gonna go to document. Someone made a document that literally has like he has like probably 30,000+ tweets in like a few months or something. It's just mind-boggling. I gotta find that one here. I'll look for that while we.
Good, eh?
Yeah, no, it's some Ashton PDF. Let's see if I have. Okay, monumental PDF. Okay, this is the one. Okay, this is the one I got it from the guy who found out that the size of the plane is half the size and the speed is half the size where it will stall. And here's some of the quotes that Ashton has done here. He says, "I can explain the physics better than almost all PhDs." He says, "Unfortunately, the vast majority of PhDs don't understand quantum mechanics or zero-point energy as well as I do. I challenge any scientist, physicist, or expert on MH370 to a debate." And I said, "Yeah, I'll do it," and he blocked me. I'm like the least attention seeker. He says, "I'm like the least attention seeker on social media." A fun fact: high school, yeah.
From how obviously ridiculous that is, like.
Yeah, the guy's just hilarious though.
My ex-partner is an actual scientist, and so like I have a circle of friends who are like real scientists.
Yeah.
And like, so I that how they would react to some like fucking loser douchebags saying shit like this. It just it makes it so funny. Like it's funny. The poor guy is lonely. I think he just like he has a good thing going on, and he's just like a like I feel like he's got a small penis probably.
Yeah. And yeah, we're probably gonna cut off something.
Yeah. The good thing about like if you sue me for that, Ashton, you actually have to prove that you don't have a small penis. So.
Yeah. And Gringle says Ashton is super close to posting a picture of his actual butthole on Twitter just to shut up the haters. And also this is from that document. I didn't see this before. So that drone video, if you actually measure the coordinates and the speed and like the time or I think it's from from the drone one, it's going. If you try to line it up with the satellite one, it's going 2600 kilometers an hour or Mach 2, so two times the speed of sound, according to if you actually measure the speed of the drone one. And so the drone one's actually going like twice the speed of sound. And again, this document is someone made a 90-page document illustrating all of the stuff here, and also this is the VFX of the explosion. Is this summarize it pretty much how you made it, how you modified the stock footage?
I'm just looking at it now.
Yeah, these are the original Pyromania VFX frames, and then they just zoomed it out and then just like expanded it and so on. Black to alpha, add transparency. This is the steps this person made.
Wow, people have really gone into this detail. This is amazing. I haven't seen this.
Yeah, just because it's getting a lot of traction, and again, it's like half the internet is just about like just entertaining yourself, and this is pretty one good way. One good way is just to see if this teleportation's real or Ashton Forbes is a psychopath.
I think like basically for the explosion like effect thing, I think I used like maybe 3 frames from the actual stock.
Oh, okay. But they do line up the frames that were used. So used 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
My favorite was like Ashton arguing it's not identical, like because he doesn't understand that images are manipulated. Like,
yeah. There's one he says it's not exactly because like the frame is like slightly off. I'm like, what? And also someone posted a video, a compilation of Ashton saying debunked. And then Ashton did a copyright claim and got it removed from his channel. But luckily, I was able to download it by accident because I had my window open, but I didn't watch it for like I just had my computer open and like the tab opened, so it was saved in my cache. So then once he deleted it, I still had my tab open, so then I recorded, I played the video and recorded. I'm not sure if you've seen it. We'll play this right here. This is Ashton saying debunked. A compilation of Ashton saying, let's go Ashton.
Let's get it.
Yeah, Ashton actually says debunked, or Ashton compilation. Ashton. Okay, this one here. So this person, someone made it and he got his, and he did a copyright strike to get rid of it, but I was able to download it.
Debunk. Debunkers debunking. Debunk. Debunks debunked. Debunk. Debunker. Debunkers debunk. Debunkers.
You can hear the audio fine? Can you hear the audio fine or no? Oh, the audio's on there because he's saying debunk. It's on your computer then.
Debunks.
Yeah,
Prosaic
yeah.
Debunks. Debunk. What do I look up? Debunk or something like that? Debunk.
Yeah, if you want, you could turn the volume on your computer and then mute your phone so that doesn't do an echo.
Debunked it. Debunked. Debunked. The debunker. Debunk. Debunker account. Debunk.
Is it playing or no? On yours.
Debunker.
Can you hear the audio? Computer and then mute your
yeah.
Debunker subreddit's called Alien Abduction 2014. Debunkers. Debunkers. Debunk. Prosaic debunks. Debunkers. Debunking the debris. Debunker account. Debunked. VFX debunks. Debunker. Debunkers. I think people are getting a little too emotionally invested into the debunks. Debunk. Oh, we're gonna clip this. Debunkers. They're all debunkers. Stop. This has been debunked. Debunker subreddit. Debunking us. Debunks. Debunkers. VFX debunks. VFX debunks. Prosaic debunks.
And that's the cloud there.
Footage. Debunk it. VFX debunk. Punjabi Batman just completely destroyed all the debunks today. The debunkers debunked.
Oh, I was going back here. This Luis Alojando guy, he's a UFO guy that was talking in Congress. He blocked Ashton, and he also scammed Ashton. No, and he scammed Ashton supporters, I think, or no, actually, never mind. He actually scammed a lot of people that were paid to go watch his event, and then he never showed up and didn't offer any refunds. But anyways, I'm not sure if you know Luis Elizondo. He's the UFO guy on talking to Congress. Yeah.
Just completely destroyed all the debunks today. The debunkers
And there's a cloud formation right there. There's a clown formation right there.
Debunkers, yeah, debunkers are just straight up on suicide watch. Debunkers, debunking, debunking, debunk, the debunk. Debunking, debunkers, debunk,
does
fake
anyone else have any
debunk.
questions for me specifically?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I just want to get to the point where he talks about his butthole. Last one, it's almost done.
Debunk. Yeah, I'm not a
Rebunks,
debunkers, the debunkers.
Oh no, I think we scammed past that. Anyways, it's all good. Rather not him hearing about that. All right. Yeah. So any more questions, guys? Actually, I want to keep going on this thingy. I'm just gonna sift through to this the amount of Yeah, anybody have questions for him directly? Because I think all the questions are done there. I just want to go to the how many tweets he does, super chat, and also this guy tracks the super chat revenue as well. So Ashton's making a lot of revenue. And where is the tweets per day, and so on, tweets. Okay, yeah. So he tweets 163 times per day, as of April or as of like May, 6.8 tweets. Yes, he tweets about 6 to 7 times every hour. So every 8 minutes he tweets.
Wow.
Yeah, so every 8 minutes, and it's going up and up. So you can see his total tweets, and in a year, he's going like at 29,000 in like half a year or whatnot. Anyways, so the guy, and also he's gonna give himself a medal of honor to himself right here. All right, guys. Rotary Motion says he made $9,000 last 12 months. Super chat. Yeah, he's probably getting paid more from like Candace Owens and all those, or however he's doing that. Anyways, guys, is there anything else? Or I think we've covered a lot. We had Ashton Forbes show up, and yeah. Yeah. So is there anything else? I'll tell the chat right now. I think we're pretty much good to go, and I will. Yeah. Just any closing thoughts you have.
Yeah, I appreciate you hosting this. Like, I've pretty much like tried to avoid like going on and put myself out there for a while, but I get that you're pretty genuine, so I appreciate that. And also, God, I love the fact that this fucking loser like joined the chat because he messed with me, bro. Like, suck my dick, Ashton. Like, you fucking
Alright, guys, you heard it here first.
cunt, little bitch. Like, just like your entire career, like based on my fucking stupid videos that I do for free in 2 days. You fucking motherfucking like little.
Alright.
That guy's nothing, bro. Like, stop paying attention to him. He's just like, who is he? He's nobody. He's fucking nobody, bro. He watches my videos and masturbate, and then goes and somehow gets on fucking Candace Owens' show. It's like the fucking alt-right black one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's well, like I view it as comedic relief. So it's like when I want to get a good laugh, I check out what Ashton's doing next.
Yeah. What I would do if I remembered him, I don't usually. It's just, oh yeah, I'll join this channel. It's like, oh, that's right, that guy exists. The guy that fucking. I guess, suck my balls, you fucking dickhead.
All right, guys, we heard it here first. Ashton Forbes, you've been called out.
Rap battle. Let's go, motherfucker.
Yeah, we're gonna do a rap battle, guys. A rap battle. The winner gets to declare the authenticity of the videos.
All right, deal.
Yeah,
deal.
Winner gets and Candace Owens will host it. I'll be the referee. I'll be the ref.
We're gonna get Joe Rogan on board somehow if he can like.
Yeah. It's absolutely wild there. All right, guys. Yeah, great having you on the show. Yeah, and again, like I was saying, I firmly believe you made it. It's just pretty obvious. Like you could tell when you talk to someone, you could tell if they're telling the truth, and it's like, and the videos are fake, and you knew about the a lot of the artifacts is just obviously being fake and so on. Yeah.
Listen, I understand a lot of people will be disappointed at the lack of evidence. I'm not pretending to have the evidence. I just don't, right? And I've never it's just never been much of a concern to me. I said it because people were like bullying other people in like my industry, right? And I was like, fuck it, I'll just come clean. But it's like sometimes you just don't have it, right? You just don't have the fucking evidence. But I would hope that people who are reasonable or who understand like anything about like filmmaking and VFX and stuff would find my explanations pretty like satisfying, because that's what happened. I mean, it's just silly fucking videos. I would never have thought twice about it. It's just like, yeah.
No, definitely, especially because it's like the first time I've ever dealt with uncompressed files was literally a month ago, and until now, and it's absolutely brutal. Like I'm not keeping all these on my computer. I'm deleting like all of these terabytes of storage on my computer. Yeah.
For anyone that's upset that I haven't provided like any like hard like files and evidence and shit to prove it, you can like suck my balls. I don't care. Like it's. I fucking care.
Yeah.
Like it's fun.
Yeah.
Like, I have money working on like real videos for like fucking bands and like movies and shit, right? I'm doing. I don't give a fuck. But like, yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm just being honest.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Definitely. Again, you're fully right, and you're also more than welcome to come on the show again. I think if Ashton gets on Congress or Joe Rogan, you got to come on the chat as well. We'll get some wine and drink it out.
If I end up on Joe Rogan, I'll shout you out, brother. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, or if Ashton's on Joe Rogan, or if Ashton's on Congress, that's what I meant. We're gonna.
Joe Rogan. I have to beat him to Joe Rogan. Like, hashtag get Joe on Joe Rogan.
Oh, that'd be cool. Joe and Joe on Joe Rogan. Yeah, give me a shout out on Joe Rogan's. I'll get like my whole phone starts blowing up once everyone's like, "Hey, you were mentioned on Joe Rogan." It's like, it's like you were freed from Syria, that Syrian prison by CNN, and now you're on Shut Up by Joe Rogan.
He's like, oh, like that's how I'm gonna do it, right? Like he thinks he's gonna talk to me about fucking UFOs, and then I'm just gonna break out that. But what do you think about Free Palestine?
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, he's probably gonna be. Yeah, he's probably on the pro genocide side. I think. Yeah, that's my take. I think he's.
Don't worry about that kid. Don't worry about that kid.
Yeah.
I think he's gone further and further right and
Yeah.
more
Yeah, but I think it was surreal. Like, he joined the chat just to make fun of how low viewers there are. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? We're just like,
yeah, you're one of them, dickhead. Like,
yeah,
like this guy fucking like this guy like is so obsessed with me. Like, he follows my whole like career.
Yeah.
Like, he knows that I've worked with 21 Pilots. He knows I work with Bliss and Esso. He knows that I work with fucking Parkway Drive. He knows that I worked with John Hinckley, the fucking original OG assassin that tried to take out fucking like Reagan in
Oh, really?
1980. Did a fucking documentary on him. He knows all of this shit about me, and I don't know anything about him apart from the fact that he's a dog.
Yeah. That's definitely because he's probably making sure that he can contact everyone he knows, make sure that there is no source files or no emails, or no one's willing to come out.
And I know that he'll be watching this, so Ashton, stop being dog. Let's do a Jake Paul style boxing match. I'll fucking wipe the floor with you, bro.
All right, let's go. Let's go. I'll be reffing. I'll be reffing if I need to I'll step in too with a chair. It's WWE. All right, no. All right, epic stuff, guys. If there's anything else, I think we've had a great show, and I'll tell everybody thanks for joining, and have a great weekend, everybody. Yeah, epic stuff. All right, have a good one. All right, guys, yeah, great stuff. Thanks for the rant, and have a good one, Joe, and we'll talk later on the Joe Rogan show. All right, have a good one. See ya.
All right, brother.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys, we are done. I'm just going to go to the ending live stream setup. All right, guys, we are good to go. And how many people do we have on here? Anyways, guys, thanks for joining, and have a good show, or good weekend, etc. Anyways, epic stuff there. And Ashton, come on the show one day as well. All right, guys, thanks for joining, and have a good one. I'll put this in this as well. XC Scott, hello. This is also Rumble and Odyssey channel. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining, and have a good one. And I'm gonna close this end of the stream in 3, 2, 1, and cheers.